and you know what? We will never tire of you being here. That's right.
You still there?
It's the Poppin' Time.
Just checking. I
just want everyone to know how much we appreciate them being here. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
I appreciate being here.
Thank you, beard number one.
Beard number one?
That's you.
Yes. There's
and the way Christy's dressed.
Oh, you're saying I look like a beard?
Maybe lumberjack.
Kind of a lumberjack thing.
Oh, it's super cute.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
It's very sexy. It's that roll in the hay look. Oh, I don't know what that is, mister.
I don't know what that is.
I want to go. Well, you want to go to the barn? Oh, my nipples itch.
Well,
I've never had that problem.
it's just protein. Well, all right.
What is going on?
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah, I'm waving like Tom Hanks.
Oh. I thought it was just because you couldn't see my legs. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, man.
There's Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
I'm here. Josh Arnold. And there's Tom.
Hello. Let's see now. He's at. Let's see. Oh, I see. Mr. Oskey is sitting at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk, but I think technically we're going to move it over one notch, and Willie's going to handle sports today.
Oh, I see. All right.
There were some issues yesterday.
Actually, yesterday was great. Monday, I was horrible. No. Like, I was the
Jeff,
worst.
You were wonderful. You are so hard on
Are you
yourself.
not? He just said I sucked. He did just now.
He doesn't like anything or anybody.
It
so
was
we're
real
okay.
bad. but there was a charm to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh. For
It's just not his sphere.
No, we all know.
It's not his lane. Sports is not his thing.
Right, we know that.
So it was just a little bit rough.
On the air.
But why wouldn't it be? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, if we were doing something like maybe fishing,
Oh, you could talk all day about that.
you guys were doing your fishing talk before we went on the
What's
air.
a Carolina rig? What I heard that. Is that
Oh, man. You guys
It sounds like a great sex move. Well,
Doesn't it? Yeah.
I strapped her into the Carolina rig. She'll never walk the same. I'll tell you what.
You got your bead, and then your weight, and then a swivel, and then maybe 2 feet of fluorocarbon.
See, all this sounds like
And
it's
an offset hook.
all this sounds like someone's in a basement in a pit.
Those are all words that I've heard before. Just never like in that order.
Well, what also works, Christy,
Yeah.
is just a hook and a worm.
Yeah.
Or you can go to.
And a bamboo pole like Mark
Yes.
Twain wrote.
Yeah, sapling.
I have, in my limited fishing experiences, I did it a lot more when I was a kid. I have actually, on occasion, by chance, thrown an empty, just a hook with nothing on it into the water and pulled out a fish.
I did that once, too. It was incredible.
Sometimes just odd stuff happens.
I threw an empty hook into the water up at our lake house, and I pulled out a $180 ticket for fishing without a fishing license.
Yikes.
You got nailed?
Yeah, I was testing out my son's pole. I just bought him. No bait, even on the hook. I had just cast it out, and they were across the lake and saw me and came over and gave me a $180 ticket.
What a dick. I gotta say, dick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say to him, but I wanted to stay out of jail. So I just said, thank you, sir.
Yeah, when you, no offense, Jeff, but when you look like you do, you can't really afford to say stuff like that.
Yeah, you're the kind of guy that would arrive in jail. You know your way around here.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to imagine being tased on water has to hurt more than being tased on land.
I agree.
It might last longer.
Yeah.
Do the fish get shocked too? I don't know how that works.
Yeah. If you're,
Can a conservation officer arrest you?
Conservation officer?
Oh,
yeah.
they can. They have more powers than your normal police officers.
Okay.
I had one follow me all the way up into my lake house, into my house, while I looked for my fishing license a year later.
Wow.
Yeah, they can go and do whatever they want.
I don't think I've ever told you my fishing story. My brother used to live on Lake Down near Orlando. Mm-hmm. And there was he was kind of in this inlet. So I don't know how to describe it. Imagine an alley except made of water, like a little tiny canal that went into the main lake.
Also an inlet.
But
We all know what an inlet is.
yes, but more like Josh. Thank you for trying to make me look
Like a
stupid.
canal?
Yes.
I didn't have to try.
Thank you. It was more like, but it was like a little man-made canal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's this dock on it, and one of his neighbors was fishing, and I had never been down there before. I was down there for the first time, and so I was it was evening time, just starting to get dark, and his neighbor started reeling something in, and it was an alligator.
Oh,
Nice.
And I did not know that I had no idea that I now know that there are alligators in every body of water and bathtub in Florida. And this gentleman goes, well, and he pulled the gator up, and it was probably 6-7 feet long, big enough to be scary.
Yeah.
And the gator had the thing, obviously, whatever the hook was in its mouth.
Right.
And he goes, well, I ain't gonna lose that. I'm not losing that lure. And he reaches down about, I don't know, a foot from the gator's mouth and starts to tug on it, thinking he can get the lure out. The line breaks.
Yeah.
And the gator does one of these up in the air flips and then takes off at the speed of a Donzi inboard.
Nice.
And then I'd been thinking, I've been sailing a sunfish in this lake with my feet dangling in the water.
Yeah, but just think
the
of
previous week.
how cool that gator looks in front of all his friends. He's now got a lip piercing.
Yeah.
Now he's hip gator at the bar.
The chicks dig the tongue piercing, right?
Yeah, mine did.
You have your tongue pierced?
I did for like 6 years.
Oh, no kidding.
In my 20s.
Wow.
What did it sound like when you talked?
After like 2 weeks, after the swelling went down, it sounded normal. But
So did you have to stick like a little spear in your tongue every morning?
no, you kept it in.
Yeah,
it was
you
just
wouldn't
in
take it
all
in
the
and
time.
out.
What about food and stuff?
Yeah.
Did you have to like take it down and wipe it off every
It's not a
day?
retainer.
Probably
It's
brush it.
Yeah, no, it's just a small silver ball with like a little stem and another silver ball underneath.
Yeah.
And it's in your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through your tongue, through the middle of your
Through.
tongue, out the
For the
bottom.
ladies.
That had to hurt.
Is the hole still there?
Oh, no. I took it out and it healed up within a day.
Whoa, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the fast, because it's a muscle, so it's one of the fastest healing.
What did your dad say about that?
Oh, I can't say it on air.
I'm sure.
But there was a lot of the F word and not
that rhymes with yeah.
Yeah, they were not happy.
Now, what possessed you to do that? Was that a...
I don't know.
He got a tattoo at 18 too.
Yeah, I
remember?
had my nipples pierced. I had my
Yeah,
tongue
come on.
pierced. I was just.
He was rebelling.
You were searching.
Yeah, I was trying to find something. I don't know what, but my girlfriend liked it at the time. She said it helped.
Did it damage your teeth at all? Did it like?
Yeah, it ruined all of my teeth. It
Does
took
it knock the enamel off?
all my teeth. And,
No kidding. Wow.
yeah, it's really bad for your teeth. And I cracked 3 different teeth chewing
Oh,
because
my
it like got in the
goodness.
way and I bit down on
No,
it.
when you first had it, was it a sort of a party thing? You'd go up to people, and go, "Want to see my thing? Want to see what I ate this week?"
No, actually, that's why I ended up taking it out. I was in line at Target, and there was a high school kid behind me who
Yeah.
had one, and he kept running it across his lips
Oh,
and
that's
his
cool.
teeth.
That's
And I was
cool.
like, I'm too old for this, and I went home and took it out.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Good. Well, we'll find out more about everybody, what's going on. Cowboys 20, Giants 15.
Yeah.
So,
I'll come back with that one.
yeah, I just want to give you a teaser. So we'll get to the...
That wasn't a teaser. That was the
Kind of the
story.
final
Well, there's
score.
more to it than just the score.
There is more to it. Couple injuries last night, but yeah, Giants get away with it.
All right, we'll find out about
Cowboys
that.
get away with it, excuse
Yeah,
me.
we'll find out about that. Right now...
You messed up.
I did.
See?
Right off the bat, just like
See, your son's no better than me.
Really, I'll
but he-
stayed up the sport.
Yes, but he has a non-perforated tongue.
Yes, that's true.
As far as I know. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. As we grow older, maybe we stop learning, stop growing, and we get bored. And maybe it's time to reconnect with your curiosity. Reconnect with all the great things in life. That's where therapy can be very helpful. And BetterHelp is a way to access therapy in a simpler way. The way it works is with BetterHelp, you do the therapy with a licensed therapist online. The way it works is you do a little questionnaire. You'll get matched with one of 35,000 licensed therapists. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional fees. And again, you can rediscover your curiosity through therapy with BetterHelp. The way you do it is you visit betterhelp.com/BT show. Do it today. That'll knock 10% off your first month if you add that /BT show part. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. And the therapy itself is done online. So you can do it like a phone call or like a Zoom call with a camera going or just texting back and forth. It's up to you. It's all about convenience because you can do it wherever you are, whenever you want to do it. You set it up so that it works for you with your smartphone or your laptop or whatever. Find out what I'm talking about. Visit betterhelp.com/BT show. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, we have, you think you had a bad time with a bridesmaid's dress? What do you hear what happened to this lady? That's coming up. We have rats in the news, rhinos in the news, and sexy stuff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Well, the church burned down and no one knew what Pentecost Baptist was going to do. The brimstone got so dadgum hot it burned up a church bus in the parking lot. In a panic, the Reverend Dr. White called up an ex-member that hadn't lived right. He owned Joe's beer joint right across the fence. It's the same Joe's he preached against. He said, I don't really want to be a hypocrite. I got a Sunday school class about to have fits. We're all excited about Revival Week and been moved by the Spirit, so to speak. With all the souls we saved and money we spent, we thought God told us to sell that tent. I got a famous evangelist supposed to come. I've run out of chairs. Will you loan us some? Joe said, well, y'all can just use the whole dang place. Ain't nine on a jukebox, Amazing Grace. I ain't supposed to be open because of them blue laws, but we'll open tonight if it's all right with y'all. Preacher says, well, I reckon it'd be okay. The good Lord works in mysterious ways. Is going to talk about Joshua, Judges, and Ruth, and I reckon I could do it from the DJ booth. At the First Baptist Bar and Grill, it's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. When the sinners finish one more round, we'll have dinner on the ground and go inside and pray we don't get killed. The evangelist came with a well-dressed choir. They showed up around happy hour, looked around the joint, and didn't take it real well, said the white ministry has gone to hell. Ms. Mills that taught youth Sunday school and two deacons in the back room shooting pool were sharing the Lord with the Jim Beam rep who was teaching Ms. Mills some line dance steps. Reverend White was reading from the book of Luke to a tall drunk trucker about to puke, had John 3:16 memorized, trying to dry him out to get him baptized. The evangelist yelled about the lights and the beer, said, White, you can't save any souls in here. This place ain't nothing but a den of sin. Ain't the kind of place Baptists ought to be in. Preacher says, well, we don't really need y'all here. You didn't do a very good job last year. You only saved one sinner. That's Todd McGuire. He's a little sumbitch, set my church on fire. Joe's beer joint has done been revived. Only been here an hour and I done saved 5. Sure, it's got mirrors and a big dance floor, but I finally found the flock God called me for. They're at the First Baptist Bar and Grill. It's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. I'm trying to think, make sure I don't cuss in here, because usually in the show I do.
Yeah.
I know the lyrics. Wine and here's always chill. Oh, yeah. And we're here every Sunday. We're living large. We're the only church with a covered charge. And if you don't like our doctrine and think we ain't devout, we'll have our bouncer throw your ass out of the First Baptist Bar and Grill. Oh, yeah.
Bofa on the front. What? Bofa on the front.
What are we talking about?
D's nuts on the back. The new t-shirts. What do you think?
What are they going to say again?
Bofa.
On the front.
And then on the back, D's nuts. And another t-shirt.
Uh-oh. You're having chest pains.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm fine. I do very well. But I don't know what on the back yet. What do you think? Are you recording this?
I am amazed at the women who do that.
At what?
I was with a friend who will go
We are,
nameless,
you know what? Us as guys are also
and
amazed.
he goes,
Exactly.
So I'm sorry. This guy,
So Christy, you're talking with one of your not boyfriends, but
just
male
a guy friend,
Yeah.
and he goes, I can get a woman to send me a naked photo within the next 10 minutes.
And?
I go, no way. 8.5 minutes later, bing.
Wow, Monsignor, that is impressive.
Okay, that's less than 8 minutes.
What happened now?
Sent me a video of their
Go ahead, show that.
ex-girlfriend.
No, show it to Tom.
Why can't you? I don't want Christy, cover your eyes.
Oh, I've seen it all before.
No, yeah.
Wow.
Evidently, she's lost her key.
Oh my Lord, that is
Does that look like something out of the movie Dune or what?
It really does.
Let me word it this way. That puts the C in graphic. We must. I've got to.
Wow.
I've got to go.
Hold on a second.
I've got to go.
That is a slut.
I've got to.
That is an ex-girlfriend.
That's not someone making a sandwich, even though it looks like it.
Wash your hands and make me a cheese sandwich.
Oh,
Mommy, why is that woman massaging two pancakes? Wait a minute.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We got Jeff Oskey over there sitting in for Chick today.
That's right.
Willie Griswold has joined us this morning. Good morning. We've got some special guests coming up. The rest of us are here as well. Tommy, what do you want to talk about, my friend? How about love and what it means to the world?
Yeah.
Mean to you.
No? All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Gets all choked up.
I've been cleaning over here. I'm trying to get
Cleaning.
we have let's see, Christy Lee's right there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Willie G is over there. He's got some sports in his hands. We'll get to that in just a second.
All right.
Mr. Jeff Oskey is over there at what was the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. We're just going to call it the Dude Wipes Dude Desk today.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I
You
learned
are
that
a
a lot.
dude.
You're the dude.
You're the dude.
Mr. Godwin, you working on a song in there?
A couple of them, yeah.
Okay, good. And you got a new album in the works.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Now, where does one find your current stuff?
Streaming in all digital stores and just online, Spotify, all that kind of stuff.
Enthusiasm. It's your stuff. It's your product.
Yeah.
Very good. Then many.
I get nervous talking about myself.
Do you?
Yeah. It's out in a couple of months. It's called Hotel Pool. A lot of good people on it. Tom's on it.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to that, certainly. Ace Cosby is our engineer today. And traditionally at this time, we review a handful of things that we learned previously on the program. Interestingly enough, this was a stunner for me.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Hyundai, sponsored by the new 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid.
I have one of those. Love it.
All right. That has class-leading advanced safety features like the available blind spot view monitor to make your ride more enjoyable. Thank you, Hyundai.
Yes.
Now, we learned something yesterday. I did not know this. Josh is very open about many aspects of his life. And Josh announced that he still has nocturnal emissions.
Oh, yeah, every now and again, yeah. I'd say 2-3 times a year.
Wow.
And I love it. It's the best.
Didn't you preface that by saying you typically do not have what would be considered to be an erotic dream? You
Oh no, those are erotic dreams for sure. Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about night farts? I thought nocturnal emissions were night farts.
No, honey.
No.
Oh, we're talking.
I have those way more than 2 or 3
I was
times
like,
a year.
that's crazy. 2 or 3. Why are we talking about 2 or 3 at night?
No, that's so sweet.
I know the other one. I know the other one. I know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're the youngest in the room. Are you still getting those?
I haven't. I had one of those when I was 10. That was it.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea what happened. I ruined my Pikachu sheets.
Oh,
yeah, that's sort of one of those things. As you grow old, you know that great Neil Young song "Sugar Mountain." Well, you know that one? Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain. It's about you're too old to go to the teen club anymore.
Okay. Is that what it's about?
Yeah, it's
I didn't know.
Tremendous song. But it's there's certain sort of things you pass in life in which, oh my gosh. And that's one of them, where all of a sudden the Pikachu sheets have semen stains on them.
Yeah. Please tell me you you hit Squirtle.
It'd be redundant, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Josh, I got to catch them all. Know what I'm talking about?
No. If memory serves, didn't you say that you do not ever have erotic dreams?
No, that was not me. I have them quite a bit.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, I never have them.
What do you dream about?
Them being chased through a school.
Oh.
Really? That
sounds kind of hot to me.
Recurring dream?
Yeah, like an abandoned school. Like,
is it a demon or is it?
Don't know.
You don't know.
I have it like 2 or 3 times a week for years.
Oh,
2 or 3 times a week. This dream haunts him.
You have some anxiety issues.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm running from something.
Yeah, you are.
The law, maybe. Apparently, the barber shop.
Jeff was
Success.
very nice.
I wish I had
future.
that much. I wish I had that much hair. Now, that's interesting. I wonder what a psychologist would say about that.
Don't want to know.
Do you have the? Every once in a while, I used to get it all the time. I get the sort of the classic. You're dreaming that you have an exam, you have to pass it, and you haven't done the studying. And
I had that on Wednesday of this week with a paper, and I woke up at 9 a.m. like, oh my gosh, I got to get this thing done. And then I was like, oh, I haven't been in school for years.
Yeah.
I have that with this job, being in a radio station and the song's running out and you have nowhere to go. You can't find any other.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
That's called the Jay Baker. That's an inside joke, but it's for the 5 people that got that. Jay is a great radio guy, but Jay you'd be in the air booth with him. This is in the days of records, Josh and Willie, and he'd be talking to him, and you realize, I think the song's about to end. He wouldn't have any of his next elements ready. So, I mean, there'd be like no commercials in the machine.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll never forget. He could do this. Back me up in this, Ace. He could go like this and keep talking about some promotion. Lean back, grab a record album at random. Anyone, he'd get anything, pull it out, keep talking, throw it on the turntable, glance, see what it was, and then drop the needle and
now
go.
We're rocking hard with Elton John.
Yeah.
Okay,
or like a really, really off cut because
Night Farts by Bob Seger.
He was
the B-side.
He was the master of that. Yeah, so you have the anxiety dream about being in the radio.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Pat, do you ever have the actor's nightmare, they call it?
Yeah, I'm always unprepared for some comedy shows.
Yeah, that's
I
anxiety.
don't know my lines in a play. Yeah.
Right.
Three times a week for me. Something.
Yeah, I get that about once a week.
Really? What's the play? Do you know?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Shakespeare usually.
Yeah, it is usually something difficult. Where you couldn't possibly ad-lib your way out of it.
And are you clothed?
Yeah. I haven't had the naked.
I haven't either.
I've had. You know what I have? I'll have dreams where I'm in the middle of class, and I don't have naked dreams. I'm sitting on the toilet dreams.
What?
Yes. Where all of a sudden I'm like taking a crap in front of everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you have like a blanket on, like FDR?
No, I'm just sitting there. And nobody thinks it's weird. But I am like mortified.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Is there TP? Is there dude wipe?
Yeah, because what'll happen is I'll be without fail in these dreams, it's like a 50 or 60 wiper where I just cannot stop. I have to keep one.
Hang on a second. Jeez. In your lifetime, you've had a 50 wiper?
No, but it's
that would be more than a roll in a bag of dude wipes.
Yeah, I mean, 50 would be ridiculous.
Have you ever had to give yourself a courtesy flush just so of the toilet?
Yes, I have. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I flush every time anything touches water in that thing. I don't take any risks anymore with clogging toilets.
Wait, so while you're sitting there, you'll flush 2 or 3 times?
If there's any noise from the toilet, if anything penetrates the water, I flush. I flush 6 times every movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I usually flush twice. One as soon as it hits the water, especially here. The courtesy flush is wonderful. It does wonders. You wouldn't know. Nobody would ever know that I dumped here. So,
you're an assassin in that way.
I really don't want to know. To be honest with you.
At my previous house, not the one I'm in now, the one Willie was in high school in, when I bought the place, it had been built in 1932. And when I bought it, I spent 2 years rebuilding. We didn't move in for 2 full years.
You love doing that, don't you?
I loved it. It was the best. It's a super cool house. In any event, I knew a guy, and I was able to buy a black market toilets. I'm not kidding. I'm totally serious. They came in from Canada, and these things, as Chick would say, could haul the mail. I believe they were somewhat wasteful, but hey, it was well water, my water, why not? But these days, now I've got the ones that have the dual switcher on them.
Oh, okay.
Where you have to pick
It's
one
like
or
a
two.
you got like the small. It's a circle, but it's kind of a quarter moon on one side for light days, if you will, and then
the big button
big boy.
for the big.
It's
Okay. I never got that. I don't know.
It just if there's more
to be flushed.
Right.
Yeah.
One's for number one, one's for number two.
Yeah. So
I have that, but it's not the circle on top. It's just I hold the flusher quickly. It's pee, and if I can hold it longer, and it'll.
I love the ones they had. Remember the one in The Godfather, where it's got the tank way up high?
Yeah.
Puts the gun up there,
Yeah, he puts the gun up there, yeah. But
does that have a chain on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They used to have one of those at that TD Alibis down here. Do you remember that?
Yeah, those are cool. And I assume that that's a physics issue.
Yeah.
With the waterway up there, it'll really take care of business. I see. Well, anyways, interesting about your dream, Josh, that you're doing that in the classroom.
Yeah, or yeah.
You should ask your therapist about that, because that would be interesting to find out why you dream that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have never heard that before.
Yeah, it's quite common for me.
And you're probably the most open person I know.
Yeah.
So does anything embarrass you at all?
Boy, I'd be hard pressed to.
Your baldness, maybe? The fact that you can't grow hair on the top of your head anymore, does that embarrass you?
Your performance on yesterday's
It's hard for me to play. It's hard for me to play along because the truth is not at all.
Yeah.
But I loved what you were doing.
Absolute jerk.
How about maybe your math SAT score? Yeah. You've shared that a couple times.
Oh, I'm fine with it. It was an ACT. I didn't even read any of the math questions. I just filled out the bubbles. Yeah. And I needed a 21 on the ACT to get into my college.
You know, the funny thing is, that's actually higher than Godwin's credit rating.
What'd you get on your ACT then?
21. That's it.
Let's see. What else did we learn on yesterday's show? Josh has an extra. We talked to Nick Griffin, one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
So we're talking to Nick, and we're plugging his gig coming up in Vegas at the Rio in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We've talked to him for 20 minutes. And then he goes, oh, by the way, I'm on the Tonight Show tonight. Hey, we could have plugged that.
Yeah, he was on last night.
He was on last night. So, look for it on the
I watched
internet.
it this morning.
Oh, how was it?
Good.
Yeah,
awesome, yeah.
And he's once again dating someone.
Yeah, he is. She's an OT. Occupational therapist, OT, yeah. There you go.
And he said she can maybe work on him.
And he was just talking to us casually. And then as soon as he mentioned the time, I was like, how are you not pacing your house?
Yeah. Oh, I'd be a nut.
How do you not look like you haven't slept for 3 days? But he's done so much TV.
Yeah, but Nick has the famous story about Letterman. Mm-hmm. He's on the show, and he's, a minute into the thing, and he forgets his act. He just stares at the camera for like 90 seconds, and then he remembers where he is and goes. They clearly cut that out, but wow. What a terrifying moment that was.
That's why he looks so relaxed. He's already done so much TV, and the worst thing that could happen already happened.
Now, we also talked with Al Jackson yesterday, and we don't know what happened.
Yeah, he went out into the ether. He just disappeared.
We were talking to Al, and then imagine the screen suddenly starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. He disappeared. Poof.
It was such an odd technical.
And we haven't heard from him since, so we don't know if he's still alive.
We hope he's okay.
I'm not sure. He may have been kidnapped. We're not sure. Now, Patty G, perhaps we can get a song from you in a few minutes. What are you working on in there? I saw you practicing something.
Oh, I got some phone songs. I have some cocaine in the news. It's very exciting.
Songs. We have a phone story.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
might be why he has a phone song.
I didn't know.
I love the cocaine story. That's a blast.
Which one? The new one or the one yesterday?
The new one. They found.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, I know that one. You mean the one I heard that yesterday, and I grabbed it this morning. That they've. It's interesting that cocaine wasn't really.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it, synthesized or whatever until fairly recently.
Researchers found evidence Europeans used cocaine much earlier than previously thought. Scientists analyzed skulls and the brain tissue of people who were buried in a Milanese crypt in the mid-1600s and discovered 2 had most likely been using cocaine.
Wow.
One of those cocaine users was a man between the ages of 30 and 45 who had suffered from syphilis. These findings indicate
This guy was a partier.
Yeah, he was.
He also they also found a little card in his shirt that said concert promoter.
And it's a 5-man loot band.
Hey, bring 4 girls, get them free. Know what I'm talking about? Good ratio, good for me.
Performing at the Coliseum tonight. No, these findings indicate the earliest evidence of Europeans using the drug and suggest that 17th century Milanese had access to coca leaves.
Because cocaine per se wasn't developed until, I guess, the turn of the last century by a German chemist. But so in other words, they think that they somehow got, I guess, South American cocoa leaves. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
See, I think those plague masks from the 17th century, I think those were just big, long cocaine straps. They weren't plague masks at all.
I mean, if they had
party
it,
masks.
that would explain how Shakespeare could write all those plays.
Yeah.
I was up all night.
This guy's King Lear, you understand? And he killed his brother, but his brother's a ghost now.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe Rome was built in a day. Hey, what do you want to do next? That's more of a meth thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now, Pat, we've had a series of cocaine stories, and let me just do a real quick review. This week we had the German...
Bananas,
thank you. The banana story. They were a huge shipment of bananas, and they were distributed all over supermarkets in Germany. And they found at the bottom of the boxes bricks of cocaine.
Sure did.
And that was I think your cocaine. Is that what the song you're going to do this morning?
No, this is a song, a brand new little thing. Grateful Dead tribute. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it could be a medley. I don't know where I'm going to go. Halfway through, I could do anything. You know.
Ooh.
In mummified brains, they found cocaine. In the 1600s, where they get blow, it come from Peru in a canoe. It had to be some kind of boat. I want to know. Yeah, I'd like to know where they got the cocaine. Back in the old days, they were taking the cocaine. Oh, that's coconut boat, maybe. Coconut boat. We'll look the boat over. Coconut boat, maybe. Oh, I'm doing the whole song, Tommy. Here we go. I'm trying to find where it was on the page here.
You know, people ask me, is this show live?
Coast Guard's watching you, when will you learn? Oh, drug boats drag a little in the stern. Tourists found a stash in the Keys. Border Patrol makes these waters drug-free. Is coke in the hull? Also, please explain. Someone has to answer for this cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where they got the cocaine. And mummified brains, oh, they found the cocaine. Everybody, coconut boat, maybe. Coconut boat, and the boat over. Coconut boat, maybe. Coke and the boat. Coconut boat.
All right. Thank you very much, Pat. Nice little tribute. But that's just fascinating.
It is.
They were chewing on cocoa leaves way back when. Maybe. According to why do we have all these mummies in the news this week?
Yeah, is that like excavation week?
Yeah, we've had that was like our third mummy story this week.
Yeah,
and I guess with Halloween just around the corner,
I don't like any of it. Keep them in there, keep them down there.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy. You're going to be curse free.
You think so?
Yeah.
They're goofing around down there.
Don't mess with a mummy.
The Mummy, Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters. These films all taught us what happens when people goof around with science. Don't goof around with science, otherwise stuff gets bad.
Yeah, they're always unright. What else did we learn about mummies earlier this week?
We learned yesterday.
Cheese.
Oh, yeah, that's so creepy
and disgusting.
I remember that one. And that makes you hear about how they would what is the word they use? Anoint. What do they do with they would take the corpse of some bigwig, right? And they'd put oils and stuff on it, but. In the case of that, they were
rubbing cheese on their feet, weren't they?
Kefir cheese.
Yeah,
I think they was the DNA they found was cow and goat.
Something?
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, scientists sequenced DNA from a cheese sample smeared onto Tarim Basin mummies in China, dating back 3,600 years. These are Chinese mummies. So I don't know how that differs from the Egyptian ones if they use. Different kind of wrapping or whatever it would be, but
they use wonton wrapping for Chinese.
Come on, man.
But what an odd! I mean, can you imagine if there was a ritual like that in contemporary culture? And we've prepared the body. Do you have the American pre-wrapped cheese slices to put over it before we put it on display.
I'm sure Gwyneth Paltrow will be selling death feta in a year.
Death feta. That sounds like a great name for a band.
Yes. In 200 years, will people be going, man, can you believe back in the 21st century what they did with their dead?
Yeah.
They put them in a box and everybody walked around and looked at them.
I wonder, though, if you could start a company now doing mummifications. Like bring it to the modern day era. Like
Is it
you
legal?
can do the
I think it is
cremation and the different things. Like how about mummification?
Yeah, you can really we can bejewel them and we can anoint them with all these oils.
Remember bring in your bed sheets. We'll wrap you up in them. And
There was a guy. I think in Puerto Rico. His corpse was at a poker table.
Oh yeah,
remember that thing?
Yeah, there's been one where the guy was in like a convertible Chevy.
Yes.
Laid back.
Right.
And they buried him in the car with the car in the ground.
That's cool.
Wow. So the bigger hole, I guess.
Yeah.
Right now.
Boy, I bet the hitchhiker was upset.
Hey, you know what? We don't have to reupholster it. It's fine. It's fine in there.
Right now, I want to remind you, the best way to listen to this show, if you got those earbuds in, of course, I'm talking about those great Simply Safe earbuds. No, I'm talking about Simply Safe Home Security. Now, that's where I get confused because Chick McGee has 11 cameras at his house. Yes. Seems to be a little bit of overkill. But I love having that camera. In fact, did you know this? We just got our Simply Safe installed right here.
Nice.
Did you guys know that?
Yep.
Yeah, you can check your phone and watch what's going on at our entrance now. I'll give you the number in a second, Josh. Simply Safe. So if you feel a little bit uneasy sometimes and you're leaving your house, you can just grab your phone and look at, oh, wait, there we go. I did shut the door. Good to know. Simply Safe, by the way, this was discovered by Mr. McGee about 10 years ago. He came in one day and said, you're not going to believe this. I put in my own security system over the weekend. It took me an hour. So you design it yourself where you want, door alarms, smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, cameras so you can see what's going on. Also something new, Fast Protect monitoring with LiveGuard protection. This means you've got agents from Simply Safe that within 5 seconds of receiving an alarm can see and speak to intruders and stop them right there in their tracks. Simply Safe, by the way, named Best Home Security System by U.S. News & World Report 5 years in a row. And they offer, among other things, the best customer service and home security according to Newsweek magazine. So see what I'm talking about. Go to simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There is no safe like Simply Safe, and this is really important. You can save 50%. What? 50% off a new Simply Safe system and a free indoor security camera if you sign up today for Fast Protect monitoring. Once again, it's simplysafetom.com. Coming up, we'll get some sports from Willie G.
What does it cost to mummify yourself? We'll find out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be dead first.
Yes.
I just didn't want to make sure you knew that. Okay, This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom.
To conquer and win, we're gonna be in this Super Bowl game.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Q95 with Luciano Gaspacho in praise of the Indianapolis Colts.
In a great praise.
Phenomenal.
Here's to a big Super Bowl win this next year.
We hope that you get to sing the national anthem at the Indy 500 next year, Luciano.
Big a star like me, how are they going to refuse?
Bob, a lot of celebrities were in town for the Indianapolis 500, which of course took place yesterday, including a guy from the National Association of Broadcasters who has honored us by stopping by our show this morning. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Ralph Bonarama.
Hey, guys. I just want to let you know that I really respect what you're doing here. I think it's a shame that more kids can't go watch your show. Oh, it's on radio. Well, never mind, man.
You may wonder about the Hoosier Dome, they call it. Now, when the Colts moved here, they were considering changing their names to the Trojans. Then we were going to rename this place the Condome.
This guy walks into a psychiatrist. Yeah. He says, I feel like I'm a dog. Really? Yeah. The psychiatrist says, how long have you felt this way? He says, ever since I was a puppy. All right, it's a Helium Monday, so we should do this properly. Okay. You ready to sing along with it? Mm-hmm. Oh, that feels good. Here we go. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. It's Helium Monday. That's right. The high point of your week's arrived. Oh, yeah. It's Helium Monday with Bob and Tom. That's us, Bob and Tom.
And by golly, is it by God, you can listen to In Minot.
You can.
To KIZZ FM.
Kiz.
Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
That'll be one hell of a radio station.
Stop it. We'll be coming right back.
It's new Wax Off. Remove old wax and give your car a high gloss shine with Wax Off. Just jerk off the top and spray a smidgen on your vehicle and apply it with vigorous up and down motions.
Dr. Ruth, he kept undressing me with his eyes. Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Continue.
Yeah.
Put a little extra menthol there on your cigarette.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Haji, put that shaving foam down.
Haji, would you like to give your street address? Maybe that'll help some people contact you after seeing this tape.
Dick.
But the type of people that will be contacting you are medical experimenters, okay?
Dick.
I wonder if they replace his heart with a gallstone, if his body will still work.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Walenda Brothers Coffee. Good to the last drop. New law firm in the news today.
Really?
Yeah, 3 famous attorneys have formed a new law firm.
Oh, really? Who are they?
Gary Hart, Ted Kennedy, and Richard Nixon.
What's it called?
It's called Dickum, Dunkum, and Cheatham.
I wish you wouldn't make fun of Gary Hart anymore.
Why?
The guy, I mean, he was 6 inches away of becoming president. You know what I mean?
Keep it in your pants, Jimmy.
Get on your knees and pray, and when you get a Woody, when you get home,
What are we talking about? Woody Hayes. Of course.
So why do they have one of the main thoroughfares for people in that city? Why don't they build
a little
a tunnel or a bridge? Hey, what a great idea! Guy from USAC goes, golly, Earl, that might be a pretty good idea.
The airport has got like magical powers. The airport's the only place where like you could be on the floor eating a salad. And somebody will come up to you and ask you to watch their most precious things. You know, like, can you watch my back and my kid? Name 8 Jackson, you know, slot 32B or whatever, and you just go find your car. And I went there, and, you know, 29, 30, 31, and then there's no 32. It just started with another rental car. It's like, I know I can't ask, like, where's 32 after 31, because they might not let you take the car, you know? Eventually, I went and asked, I was like, hey, ma'am, there's no 32. There's just budget. And she goes, oh, we merged with budget, so that's an Avis car, so just take that. I should have just taken the car on the off chance that there was a corporate takeover or whatever. And then maybe drive to somebody's house and break in and go to bed and hope it's an Airbnb. What are you talking about? Like, the Olympics are my favorite 4 years because they give that stat every 4 years about how many condoms they hand out at Olympic Village. This year, we gave away 618,000 condoms at Olympic Village, and every time I hear that stat, I'm like, why? Those are our best people. What if we told that kid would be perfect? It'd be good on the land and the sea. It'd be like a first human Range Rover. What do we... How about we start handing out condoms at Storage Wars meet and greets? a basketball fan, and they said like, if everything works out perfectly in the next 3 years, LeBron James and his son will be in the NBA at the same time. I was like, no, that's cool. But then I did a little math of my own, and I figured out that in 6.5 years, me and my daughter's student loans are going to overlap.
Q95.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Friday edition. All right, we got, this is a little bit confusing, so I'll try to make this easy.
Okay.
I look over there where Chick is. Chick has the day off, and we have Jeff Oskey, a very funny comedian. He is sitting at what is technically the Dude Wipes sports desk.
That's right.
However, Willie G is going to handle sporting duties based on decision by me. And then we have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. And then we have Joshy right there. And let's see. I'm Tom. That's Pat Godwin through the glass again.
Hey, Tom.
And then Ace Cosby's right here. And I bring that up because we have a couple of letters here.
Yeah.
First off, this is a letter from a fan of the show who took some of my advice.
Oh.
Went up to Harbor Springs, Michigan, where I used to live, to drive the famous M119 Tunnel of Trees. Oh. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast or anyone, it's the most beautiful. It's like driving the coast of California, looking out over Lake Michigan. It's spectacular, the beautiful trees. I highly recommend it. Also up there, I've mentioned Pond Hill Farm.
Yes.
Where they have
where the catapult?
Where they have the catapults.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this earlier this week. So,
yes, you were. Yeah.
They tell you not to shoot the seeds at the goats.
Yes.
You shoot the seeds at the goats anyways.
Look at him laugh.
We knew about this, Tom, so we stopped to check out the catapults. Besides the catapult, beautiful pumpkins everywhere and a wonderful lunch, we did some shopping in the store and we found a beer named Wee Heavy Sweater Puppies.
Boobs.
Yes. Love those things.
Thanks for the recommendation, Adam. We were very welcome, Adam. Now, we go to the mailbag. 2 letters. I want to give a big thank you to Ace Cosby, writes Cabby.
Cabby?
Wait, what's the email address in that? Is it ace@bobandtom.com?
It looks like Cabby's actual name is Kale. Or Caleb, actually.
Okay.
No one likes kale.
With the same name as a famous astronaut. Oh, this is where typically you guys would start guessing.
Armstrong.
And nope.
We didn't want to play.
Yeah, we were.
Fine. That's fine.
Aldrin.
We're all getting yelled at.
Now, Caleb or Cabby?
Cabby must be Caleb's nickname.
No, I'm saying the astronaut.
No, the last name is
the last name of an astronaut.
I said Armstrong.
You know what? I didn't care, and then I tried to care, and look what happened.
Backfired.
Now you care less, if that's possible.
Wolf, what do you got?
Cabby writes a kind letter.
I care fewer.
You're more incorrect. He goes, I want to give a big thank you to Ace Cosby. I genuinely look forward to the Ace Cosby joke of the day every day. It always puts a smile on my face. I make sure to remember them every day so I can tell my wife in the evening we always have a good laugh.
Oh,
thank you.
Sweet.
That nice?
How long ago did Cabby have the lobotomy?
And we have this one from Jeffrey. Could you please do the Ace Cosby joke of the day before 7? It would be appreciated. It would be appreciated. Since my grandfather's passing, he used to call and tell me bad jokes every morning. Since then, I rely on Ace for the content. Now, this is sort of what they call a left-handed compliment.
Yes.
Or wouldn't you agree?
No, I think it's still a nice compliment.
He's implying that the jokes are bad, and yet...
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, yes.
But they bring him a certain amount of joy. So, well, Jeffrey, we can't...
Ace is not your grandfather. Get over his death.
That's
old people die, okay?
Not helpful at all.
Incredibly mean.
Oh, man.
His grandfather, what is it? He died after a long battle with a bear. As ladies and gentlemen...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Not so much a joke, a fun fact.
Okay.
If you cut off your left arm, your right arm will be left.
That's a thinker.
That's true.
Ace's joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Thank you, Josh. Ace's joke of the day brought to you by Fortune Cookies. Fortune Cookies. You get one with your meal.
That would be a good fortune.
Yeah.
Do you always do the fortune cookie thing with the bed?
In
Oh,
bed.
you add in bed to the
in
end of
bed.
Hack. I do my own. I go within the butt.
So, I'm sorry. So, so you take the fortune, then I thought you're supposed to add in bed, right?
Yes.
Well,
They do make sexy fortune cookies.
Sure they do. Of course they do.
Do they have them at restaurants?
No.
No, yeah, can you imagine?
they're shaped a little bit.
What does your fortune say, Grandma? Suck it.
Grandpa goes, well, I got some bad news for you, Ethel. This fortune ends with it in the butt.
All of my lucky numbers are 69.
Do you have to eat the fortune cookie, though, to get the fortune to come true, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I am of the belief
Eat it
that,
first?
that you eat half and then read the fortune and then finish it.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Is that okay, Tom?
Yeah, and I genuinely like the taste of fortune cookies.
So do I.
And I don't know if you ever, I don't know if Willie and Jeff know about this, but Josh and Chick have a complaint about the desserts at Chinese restaurants.
Chinese buffets. Right. The desserts are always lacking. Yes.
And I'm saying it's hard to make that food. They work hard doing it. The food is so delicious. And the place you're talking about is about 100 yards from a Dairy Queen.
But on the buffet should be the complete meal. It should all be there. Shouldn't have to go elsewhere.
My thing, though, is for me, crab rangoon, that's a dessert treat. It's essentially...
I get it.
Essentially a cheesecake that you're dipping in sweet and sour.
Yes, right. It is essentially dessert, but it's not... but it isn't. Now, I don't mind the Chinese buffets that just throw out the trays of pudding. Because they went, you know what? We can't do it. We're not good at this.
Right.
Just enjoy some pudding.
Now, do you eat that with chopsticks?
I do.
You sit there all day.
Now, Willie, are you aware of this? That Josh used to live in South Korea. Josh has his own chopsticks.
Oh, you do?
Well, I was gifted them from students.
And they're like pool cues, right? You take them out of the box and
here it comes. Very elaborate.
I hate this mean. It's so mean that he does this to you. But that joke is so funny.
No, it is very funny.
It's engraved. It has your initials. Yeah. It says "Be brave."
People often ask me, Josh, how come you haven't brained Tom with a stapler yet? And I'll say, well,
we have time for one of these. This is a fortune cookie saying, and then I want you guys to do your little addendum, if you will. Let's see. Forget injuries, never forget kindness.
In my butt?
In bed. No, not
that's what Josh said we were doing. I thought that's what you did.
How about this one? Josh, this is yours. Be true to your work, your word, and your friend.
In the butt.
My bad. Yep.
You are wise beyond your years.
In the butt. You see why it's so...
try this one.
Well, your butts are talking.
You will always be surrounded by true friends.
In the butt.
In the butt. Okay, thank you very much. We are going to come back in the butt. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit U4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
In the next room, we have Donnie
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford's from Mike and the Mechanics. This goes to Christy Lee. There's something about you. Yeah. There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snake. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need panties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. Q95 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Bravo.
Wow.
Wow.
First I've
Did you
heard
hear them
that.
reverbs I did for you, buddy?
I heard
Fantastic.
that.
Fantastic.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball. There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so I don't... Can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. Throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I can even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I'll win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
Working.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the Performance Room.
Hello.
Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, buddy.
There's Jeff Oskay at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Yes, sir.
Sitting in for Chickster, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom. And Tom, we're joined by a very special comedian guest.
Yeah, we have Chris Higgins here, and it's good to see you, Chris. And interestingly enough, for those of you that are watching, it would appear that Chris Higgins has stolen the hair of our guest from earlier this week, Shane Moss.
Yeah. Very similar.
Same length, same color. And actually, your beard is very similar as well.
Yeah, we've got a vibe, Shane and I, for sure.
You guys could both be mountain men.
You've been told that before.
Yeah.
I look like if Thor came down to Earth and found a bong before he found his hammer.
That is a good look. It was good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We're going to find out what's going on in your life shortly. We have a couple things we have to get to first. We have to finish off our hunk on fortune cookie sayings. Now, I don't know if you know about this, Chris, but do you do the thing when you get a fortune cookie? You say in bed afterward?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then, Josh, you say what?
In the butt.
In the butt.
I wanted to change it up a little bit, make it filthier.
I see. Now, Josh, let me read this one, see if this works.
All right.
This is a genuine fortune cookie. You will receive money from an unexpected source.
In the butt.
Oh.
Wow.
That's what I In fact, when people owe me money and they want to, hey, I've got money that you lent me this a year ago. I go, you have to put it up in my butt.
Yeah. And you
I didn't charge you interest.
Yes. And you hope it's a roll of quarters. Yes. Small bill. Okay.
I use one of those tubes they have at the bank drive-thru.
That's why I don't make you do it anymore.
Now try you, Christy. You say in bed.
Yes.
Okay. Here's the next one on the list here.
Okay.
You will be happy with your spouse
In bed.
See?
That works.
That's kind of sweet. Here we go. One more, Christy. The only way to have a friend is to be one.
In bed.
Uh-oh. No, let's switch things up a little bit.
That one doesn't work for in the butt quite as well. That's more than friendship.
Christy, we're going to give you more, but this time say between my boobs. Yeah, go between my boobs.
Well, the next one is happy news is on the way.
Between my boobs.
Wow. I like it. Maybe we'll just skip sports then and get right to the news.
Cowboys won. Let's call it.
Now, Willie G is sitting in for Chick McGee. We'll just call that the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Do you want to explain, by the way, what Dude Wipes are to our guest? And have you made our guest aware that every guest in the Bob and Tom Show gets a bag of Dude Wipes?
There you are, Mr. Chris. We have some herbal relief, some mint chill. We got a gift bag waiting for you in the lobby.
I like that. This is a box. This feels almost offensive. They're like,
exactly.
We usually give a bag, but you're going to need a box of Dude Wipes.
Dude Wipes, still using TP. Dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry, Chris. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
There we go. Now to the Dude Wipe Sports. Willie, what do you got over there?
Hey, Malik Neighbors of the New York Giants sustained a concussion. And Micah Parsons of the Cowboys was carted off the field with an ankle injury during the Cowboys' 20-15 victory Thursday night. Neighbors was hurt with 3:30 to play when he fell near the Giants bench while attempting to tiptoe the sideline and catch a fourth down pass from Daniel Jones. Neighbors finished with 12 of 15. His second straight game of 10-plus catches for at least 100 yards. Parsons also left in the fourth quarter. So sorry to you Cowboys fans out there. My goodness. And then the Yankees wrap up the AL East. The Marlins push the Twins. What do we got? That's sports, you guys, truly. Okay. Shohei leads the Dodgers to their first postseason since 2018. Or sorry, since 2020. That's should we call it there? You want to do WNBA too?
At one point, people are going to realize that Shohei Ohtani is good at baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're going to figure it out.
And they gave him almost $1 billion, and thank goodness it's working out for him. Because it was a pretty big bet before that.
He's the Shohei Ohtani of baseball.
He sure is.
This is his first he'll be his first postseason, which is interesting.
It's really exciting.
Whatever happened to his was it a translator? Is he in stir, as they say? Or?
I think he's awaiting trial right now.
Okay.
Is he awaiting trial a free man?
I do not know.
Is he able to gamble still?
Yeah, did he have Dallas in the points? Wow. Anyway, that's so exciting. He's what do they call it? Generational. He's probably one of the best ever.
Yeah.
In the world of sports. And now it's time to go between Christy's boobs, apparently.
Well, wait a minute. Do you have something, Jeff?
Oh, I have a stupid world record.
My goodness.
A Penn State student has created the world's tallest hat.
Is that right?
Yeah, Guinness World Records report that Mr. Joshua Kaiser has achieved the title after crafting a hat measuring 17 feet and 9.5 inches tall. After multiple failed attempts and several prototypes, Mr. Kaiser landed on using aluminum gutters covered in fabric to create the world record-breaking hat. His final design weighed 26.4 pounds. He had to walk 32 feet with the hat on his head to successfully break the record.
Okay.
So
it looks like he's got a bunch of solo cups on his head.
What do his parents say? How's he doing in college? My son's studying to be a doctor.
Yeah. Okay, so he opted to go with a Santa hat.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah. It's red in color, and it goes straight up. How many feet is it?
17 feet, 9.5 inches tall.
Okay. And I see it. It weighs 26 pounds. And he had to walk quite a ways with it.
32 feet.
Yeah.
What's his major?
Engineering, apparently.
You guys think this is a fun story, but last night I had to sit behind him at the opera.
He sold one of his hats to the Pope.
Please, I'm trying to watch Nixon in China.
Wouldn't mind removing it.
That Lincoln would like one of these bad boys. I have a theory, by the way, about that Pope hat thing.
What?
And I think I'm right about this. Yeah.
Pope the hat.
Because, I mean, it's completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
no, it's ridiculous.
There has to be a reason for it.
I mean, it doesn't protect you from the rain. It would fill up with rain, right?
The miter?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Why would it fill up with rain?
Because you got the two flanges, and then in the middle it's hollow.
It's not open like the guy at Benihana's hat.
Here's my theory.
The Pope's flipping Eucharist up into his hat. Like he's working
I catch it to egg.
I need to talk to a religious scholar about this. I have two theories about headwear and religion.
All right.
You know, they got the skull cap, which in the Judeo-Christian tradition is on both sides of the aisle, if you will.
Yeah.
You got your yarmulke, you got your skull cap. And I think that's because these guys were all going bald. And as they were aging, they didn't want to, they didn't want the young studs with hair like Willie's coming up or hair like Chris's and going, hey, wait a minute, God likes them better because they got all that hair.
Yeah.
So they got the skull cap. And then the Pope thing, I think it's because these guys were all short.
Call it a yarmulke. You should call it a yarmulke, I think.
No, they're not all yarmulkes.
Right, they're not all
and
yarmulkes.
the Christian ones are skull caps.
Yeah, Pope Francis wears one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we just learned that Tom considers his baldness a punishment from God. God likes them better.
Yes.
You said God likes them better, and therefore...
I was just trying to think like someone would think hundreds of years ago. But I think
have you seen Jesus? Great out of hair.
Doesn't it have something to do with covering the top of their head so that... I know there's a religiosity.
I'm trying to remember. Well, I had to wear, a chapel veil when I was a little kid going.
But don't almost all these religions, don't almost all of them have headgear?
They have a head covering.
Yes.
Except maybe Buddhists, and they shave their heads. That's even weirder. But my point is, I think all these popes were little tiny Italian guys, and they wanted to be, hey, if you go to a crowd of, you got 85 cardinals in a room, how do you know which is the head honcho? Well, he's the guy with the huge hat.
Well, that might have something to do with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
the mark of his office and a symbol of authority, according to this. That's
the guy with
what
the bigger
miter,
hat.
Yeah.
And am I correct in saying, I think I am, at one point, didn't somebody present the Pope with a Harley Davidson motorcycle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I hope somebody in the helmet business made like a fiberglass miter motorcycle helmet for the Pope.
I like the system. I think if you have a problem, your waiter shows up at your table with kind of a short hat.
Yeah.
almost like a Pittsburgh Pirates hat.
Sure.
And then from the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if you have a complaint, well, you got to talk to the manager, and he comes out with a taller hat.
See?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
You got the chef with, the largest hat.
Yeah.
And I mean,
he has a really tall hat.
that's a whole thing too.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, nurses, and is this still a thing? Or the nurses, different schools had different types of headgear.
That's not still a thing.
Yeah, that's gone, right?
Yeah. They don't even wear it.
It's all scrubs now.
So maybe this guy who built the big hat was like, if I build the tallest hat, I'll become the most powerful being.
Right.
I'm in charge.
Yeah.
I'm voting for him.
His chiropractor's voting for him. He just bought him a new lake house.
Here's the reason. It's a helmet of salvation. The two folded peaks symbolize the Old and New Testaments. The two the lappets were reminders to keep both the spirit and the letter of the Bible together, and then it symbolizes the holiness.
Yeah, but
But they're making me tall.
Yeah, see. Look, you making me taller, I'll make up a bunch of stuff about the Bible.
Sure.
Did you say I'll make up religious stuff about the Bible?
Yes, sure. I want to be a taller guy. I'm a short little Italian.
Cover my bald spots, please.
Weren't all of the popes Italian, like, for centuries?
Yeah.
And then they finally realized, wait a minute. Jerusalem isn't in Italy. What the hell? Well, how'd this happen?
We should get an Argentinian one.
That'd be fine.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. We'll explore more news with Christy Lee. We're hanging out with comedian Chris Higgins.
Yeah.
If I'm correct in saying this, you are at a place called Bombs Away Comedy tonight in Cincinnati.
I am, yeah.
Saturday, you're at the Attic, not the one in Bloomington, Indiana, but the one in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
Sunday, the Laugh Factory in Chicago. October 3 and 4, the Big Diamond Comedy Festival in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
You got some road work ahead of you.
Yeah, traveling all over the place.
All right, then we'll find out about your career as a traveler and what's going on in your life. I don't know much about you, but are you a single man, by the way?
I'm not, no.
Oh.
I have a girlfriend at home. Yeah.
Notice the stunned silence.
She's normal, too. Yeah.
She's very nice looking. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
These guys are jerks. Just don't listen.
I get that response often.
I'm just sad I have to rip up my will you go out with me? Yes, no, check here.
I'll slip you a note, too. Right now, let's talk about the old folks like me. Over the age of 50, according to AARP, 61% of Americans over 50 are worried about having enough money when they retire. The days of getting the gold watch and the pension are pretty much over for almost all of us. This is why you want to look into something called an annuity. That's where Silac Insurance steps up. They're experts in the world of annuities. And the way this works is you will get payments when you retire. They come in every month, and it can be put directly in your account. That's a detail you don't have to worry about right now. The idea is you can relax a little bit if you know that you're going to be okay in the future. Find out all the details. Certain restrictions apply. See if you qualify by just checking out SilacINS.com to get some information. That's Silac, SILAC-INS.com, or just go to the Bob and Tom website, bobandtom.com, and there's a big link there to Silac. In fact, there's a little video starring Chick McGee. I understand that is up for an award.
Nice.
He does an excellent job there. It's the Silac Insurance Company, and find out what I'm talking about in the world of annuities. And breathe a little easier as you start getting ready to sunset your career, if you will. SILACINS.com, or just go to bobandtom.com. Coming up, Christy, give me the teaser.
Coming up, we have a very interesting viral fried chicken sandwich out of New York City.
Have you seen this?
I've seen this, and it is unbelievable.
Brace yourself.
Yes.
Viral as in popular on the internet?
Yeah.
Viral as in Wuhan bat sandwich. Come on.
Popular on the internet.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Same bat channel. Same bat virus. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Here at the Bob and Tom Radio Laboratories, we've discovered that if you listen to the Bob and Tom Radio Show in the morning, you're going to be all right. However, if you don't listen, There could be some serious side effects, including general discomfort, memory loss, head spins, confusion, memory loss, itching.
Bob and Tom mornings on 104.7 WTUE.
Confusion, itching, bloating.
I'm actually in love right now. My boyfriend and I are walking around town in a two-headed snuggie. It's getting pretty intense.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm so, because I have a hard time listening to the love songs with Delilah. Where are you calling from tonight? Where are you? What's going on with you tonight? What's your name? Requests and dedications. Hi, Amy, calling in from Tustin, Arizona. What's going on with you tonight? You and Matt broke up? That's hard. What do you want to say to Matt tonight? We'll play that for you. That's Penny Lover by Lionel Richie. Penny Lover.
Oh, you know what?
I've had enough. That's it. I'm in love with
I remember that very well.
Maria, that is for those that get that.
Yes.
And for those that don't, you should listen to Delilah just so you do.
Just that one
just
time.
So you get the joke.
Intense. They should have those songs. They're not good for people's mental health. Like, they should have little footnotes at the end of every verse. I would cross an ocean for you if that ocean led to an English-speaking country. Because at this point in my life, it'd be really difficult to learn a second language fluently. Not to mention the anti-American sentiment. We'd have to talk about it.
Wow, you are quite the literalist, aren't you?
Yeah. Baby, I would die for you if I were already dying and you just needed my giblets.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
She's not kidding.
I remember we weren't prepared to do this. We're completely doing this.
That's why I'm stalling.
G-L-O-R-I-A, glory.
That's not Clint Black Sabbath.
No.
Now, how do you introduce Mr. Sabbath?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done this in 15 years.
Okay.
But you just take certain lyrics of some songs and put them with another song.
I see.
Like he's going to play Born to Be Wild. Listen and I'll tell you about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, yeah. Barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, yeah. Up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Black gold Texas tea. Sweet tea.
Nothing like sweet tea. Huh?
Try that.
I like drinking sweet tea.
That's nice.
Try one of the other ones. Whichever one you want to do.
How about
Your cheating heart will make you weak. You'll try and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole day through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah.
All right.
This is James Sibley as Clint Black Sabbath.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer of death construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Nice.
Poisoning their brainwashed mind. Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh Lord,
all right,
yeah.
that's good enough.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Clint Black Sabbath.
Very.
That's great.
Makes it a lot.
I love that.
The Steppenwolf thing, the Born to Be Wild, you should do that if you ever go karaoke.
I got to do that one.
Yeah, do that. You can sing Beverly Hills. And you've heard the Purple Haze Green Acres thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing that.
Well, I haven't heard that.
I guess that always makes
the
everybody
words from
happy.
Green Acres fit great. place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Having a heck of a Friday morning already. Thank you for being here. Christy's here.
Yeah.
She's at the Silac news desk. Willie's here.
Good morning.
Pat Godwin, of course.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey in for Chick. He's over at the Dude Wipes chair.
That's right.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold. Tom, we have a new friend with us this morning.
He is comedian Chris Higgins.
Morning.
Chris looks like he plays on the O-line of an NFL team, but somehow got off the wrong bus and just drifted around town for 6 months.
Interesting.
That's fine with me.
Comparison.
I get lookalikes all the time. I was in Wisconsin and someone told me I look like Jason Momoa.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
I looked at her and I said, you need to get the heck out of Wisconsin. What are you talking about right now?
Got the big beard?
Yeah. I look
big
like,
hair?
I look like his Midwestern brother.
Yeah, I could see that.
Got an Aquaman, I'm Lake guy.
I want to party with Lake.
I love Lake.
Yeah, my big brother knows all the fishes in the sea, but I know everyone at Will's Lake House. Let's go now.
Now, Chris and Willie are going to be at Bombs Away Comedy Cincinnati tonight. Saturday, the Attic in Columbus, Ohio, not the one in Bloomington.
Well, you don't even have to say that last time. That just confuses people.
Right.
What, the Bloomington thing?
Yes.
So sorry.
That.
Okay, I didn't mean to confuse anybody.
Remember one time you were clarifying that so bad when I was doing a show in Nashville, Indiana, but you kind of reverse clarified it. You clarified it so much it became confusing. And a lovely couple drove all the way to Nashville, Tennessee from Kentucky, realized they were in the wrong place, and still made it up to Nashville, Indiana.
But, now, do you remember this? And this had a rather awkward ending, but we did our show from Charleston, West Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a couple had driven from Florida to beautiful Charleston, South Carolina, got there, asked around, and realized, whoops. Yeah, we just had that in the news again with some cities being confused.
No, Dover, Delaware, and Dover, England. Remember, we had
it was
boat stranded, and he was looking for help. Yep.
A boat at sea.
Yeah.
And the guy did, he called for an emergency, and he ended up getting not Dover, England, but Dover, Delaware. And through several sequences of other phone calls, they were able to rescue the guy.
Right.
And then we got a letter from a cop said they get that all the time.
They couldn't figure it out from the accent? Hold on.
Yeah, you would think.
Hello, I'm in Dover. Please help me. We're on our way to Delaware now, sir.
Clearly.
No, I said Cleveland, Tennessee, you dumbass. But no, the cop wrote a letter saying, this happens all the time.
Wow.
People get confused and because, things have the same name. Yeah. So I've just confused everybody by saying you guys are in...
They're at the Attic in Columbus, Ohio. That's all you need to say.
Don't say anything about... Right. Fine. Okay, good. Got that going.
Right, good.
So, Chris, you're a big guy. You look like a football player, but you're not. Were you a high school football player?
I for like a brief amount of time. I ended up playing rugby. Grew up in Boulder, Colorado, so everything had to be weird. But yeah, I am a big guy. I definitely feel biggest on airplanes. I feel like everybody. People see me coming down the aisle, and I see them see me. And that's when I realize how big I am. I see people just sitting there going like, please, no, please, not him. I'm usually in the back, I'm in the last group, because another way of saying I'm a poor road comedian. And I'm in like group 9, and let me tell you, there are no atheists in group 9. Everyone is. I'm a personal foxhole. People look at me and they're like, no, he's gonna get hair on me.
And you're not only a big guy, you got a lot of hair going there.
Yeah. This guy was pissed at me last week. I could tell because the phone. His phone font was it was the largest it could be.
Oh.
And I'm a human who's alive, so I read the hell out of his phone, like that's all you can do. And he was texting about me. It just said the guy sitting next to me is massive. And that's really the only advantage of middle seat in a plane, the eavesdropping.
Sure.
You could be like, ooh, some drama. Oh, that's about me. Oh, Bridgerton. You turn on your subtitles, please. I reach over and pause their phone for them.
Yeah, we're talking with Chris Higgins, comedian, traveling man. I was talking to you earlier. You were in Europe, is that right?
Yeah. I was in Scotland for a little bit, which was a very fun place to be. I was also in Germany, which was fun, but I was suspicious. The people in Germany have changed too much for me to trust. And everyone in there was like, "Yeah, let's all dance deep into the night." Like what if we all wore leather and talked about how we could allocate more public funding to the arts? Are those a bunch of refugees over there? Get on in here, you guys. It's Germany. We've always been cool.
Is that the T-shirt?
Yeah. Germany, we've been chill the whole time.
They don't have to keep Berlin weird.
Yeah. We fund the arts. We don't fund history very much. Nothing's ever happened.
I just didn't trust it. Wherever you go, there you are.
Now we have Christy Lee. She's over there at the Silac news desk. We should check in. What's happening over there?
Well, we teased Claude the Claw, a New York City restaurant called Bird Box, is serving up a chicken sandwich with the chicken foot still attached.
Oh, man.
Yes, the $19 fried chicken sandwich called Claude the Claw features a fried chicken claw attached to a thigh and drum cutlet, nestled in between a potato bun with pickles, slaw, and a savory Yeo sauce. Bird Box's website states they source their birds with their heads and feet intact, whole, unashamedly. The site explains the heads and feet of chickens that come from the industrial poultry complex are often so battered they have to be removed to be served, quote unquote, whole. While possibly intimidating you at first blush, Claude the Claw is our source of reassurance and an indicator of quality, a reminder of the kind of food system that we are proud to support. So they do it on purpose.
There's a picture of a guy holding this little box with the sandwich in it.
Oh.
There you go.
It's very popular amongst the voodoo crowd.
It's kind of creepy.
It's very creepy.
Is anybody else alarmed by, this is so visual, but the amount of sesame seeds on the bun?
It's kind of the new thing now.
It is?
It's specifically in New York City burger places. I hate that I know about this. They're covering the bun head to toe with sesame.
I wonder
it's
why.
Insane. I don't even notice the chicken foot.
Wow, that is...
It's, in theory, I like stuff like this. I go to this great restaurant. It's all like farm-to-table stuff, and I got an order of smoked wings one day, and it came, and there were still some feathers that had like got into the fryer, and you're like, man, this just means that it's more direct from the farmer, but in my heart, I just want it to be so processed that I don't even recognize it as ever being alive. Right. I want this chicken to look like it grew somewhere.
You don't want to necessarily be reminded of the slaughter.
Exactly. Sounds like a lazy farmer. Sorry, I couldn't get the feathers off.
I do like the chicken breast with the nipples.
Oh, you like it?
That's super hot.
Sometimes they put the little toothpick with the sandwich right through it. Looks like it's got a piercing. It's awesome.
This is, I'm not sure we're describing this right.
It's
but
very
it's really odd. But the logic is there.
I get it.
The logic is...
Is what now?
The logic is that this is not processed at a factory.
Right.
They're letting you know. It's what Willie was saying. They're letting you know this is... It's a kind of a novelty. I will say this. From New York City, a sandwich for $20, that's a steal.
And it comes with a foot.
It looks really good.
I bet the meat itself is awesome.
Yeah, but you have the bone in there too.
I would assume they fillet it.
They debone that part.
They have to because it's a sandwich.
It's probably like a turkey leg, but with the foot on. You know what I mean? Like
but with a bun.
I'm sure it has the
Oh, okay.
I think so.
And then you take the foot, you hop on a train to Queens. There's a Haitian lady. She'll put a curse on your ex for you.
This is giving me the
I don't
willies.
like a boneless foot. I think I'd rather the bone be in there. Just a loose foot.
Yeah.
I don't
Did you guys have chicken feet in here one day?
Yeah,
we did.
Yes.
They were not great.
There's a whole thing with chicken feet. There's a special way to cook them. And
there's none
of us particularly liked them. But now, how do you feel about this? There's a restaurant. In fact, there's a restaurant around here. If one of the things on the menu is the full fish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That can be quite good.
There's a restaurant. I've had girlfriends that have ordered that before.
The head, the tail, the whole thing.
And I have another girl, my daughter's really good friend from high school, did that at Disney World. We went to a restaurant at Disney World, and she ate everything. The head, everything.
Yeah, over at Nemo's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Found him.
Damn. It was
delicious.
something to watch, actually.
Do you like that, Tom? The head, the tail?
Not so much.
You don't want to see it?
I don't want to see the head.
And then there's the
I don't want something staring back at me that I'm.
Is it?
I look at it right in the eye.
No.
As I rip it asunder.
No.
Is that is the one of the ending scene in Christmas Story? Does that thing have the head on it?
The
Yes,
duck?
it does.
I think the duck has the head and neck.
And then they chop it off.
Oh, that's
and make
right.
it
Yes.
better,
Oh,
and the
that's
mom
right.
cries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think this place will be serving a head sandwich soon?
With the neck hanging out.
Yeah. But now we need to get to the bottom of this sesame seed thing.
Yeah,
What's that all about?
I've been seeing it. So I follow a lot of cheeseburger restaurants on Instagram. By the way, you guys, the dream's coming true. The kid, Willie G, is talking to a burger restaurant in the Chicago suburbs. I might get a cheeseburger sponsorship pretty soon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you might.
Once that happens, I'll quit comedy. I'll quit radio.
You got to drop everything.
Become a teacher. Just do whatever I have to do.
Well, how would you can't drop your whole career once they give you the burger.
No, I can. That's why I got into this.
There's no sponsored teachers.
The only
Higgins, why are you trying to hold him back?
I just want him to.
I thought you were Fred.
I just want a sandwich named after me very bad.
What would you call it? The Willie Burger?
Just the Willie G. And it's two, what do we got? Let's think.
Okay, what would it be?
Two smash patties,
Yes.
white American, yellow American, cheddar, freshly grated on top. And you can do a jardinera slaw or you can do roasted jalapenos on top.
You thought this through.
Yeah. And then potato roll.
I was going to say, what was your bun? If
Potato roll served with. So wait, let's get to the point, by the way, you guys. Sorry, I got so distracted.
You've been waiting your whole life for someone to ask you.
Sometimes we talk about food on this show, and I get just so fat. I just don't. It gets so unfunny.
He's growing.
No, but I follow a lot of cheeseburger restaurants on Instagram, and the new thing, I swear, the new thing now is that it's seeds, stem to stern. It is sesame all over the place. It's not. It's like the old. Remember the McDonald's buns when you were a kid?
Yeah, right.
And it was just all over.
Yeah.
And then now it's kind of like you get 4 or 5, you feel lucky. But yeah, now they're doing sesame all over the place.
Yeah, but it's in New York City. They put that many on it so you can't see the rat droppings on the bun when they bake it.
I don't like that. I'm leaving sesame seeds all over.
Yeah.
It takes away from the sneaky burgers I like to have.
Have you ever? This tells you how bad my teeth is. Have you ever just like came across a sesame seed like in your teeth and you're like, wait, I haven't had a sesame thing in like 3 days,
weeks.
Like it was just hidden in there in some sort of crevice, just camped out.
Got a floss.
Yeah, apparently.
I had an everything bagel 2 weeks ago.
Wow, this is
So
interesting.
you would have a potato bun on your burger.
Yeah, Martin's potato roll specifically.
No sesame seeds.
I kind of, so they do make them with sesame seed. Again, see, it's not funny. I just get so serious and into it. Yeah, I like sesame seed, but for me, it's like, man, you don't need it. It's not bringing anything to the burger.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. What do sesame seeds do?
All I know is I had to drive to the store a couple of weeks ago because I got the wrong buns and they had sesame seeds on it, and Hart wouldn't eat one.
That's good. You have to listen to people.
So
can't you just brush them off?
That's what I tried.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry, Tom. I forgot what
you should. You should. You've been down this road.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Your life makes me very sad.
Sad and infuriating.
Coming up, we have women are always complaining about.
They sure are.
Oh, man. Why didn't you just take 2 bottoms of the bun?
And that's the headline right there.
Women tend, often, and this can be, anyone can give, if you wear a dress, I don't care what you got underneath it. When it comes to bridesmaids' dresses, there's a kind of a issue. Was that correct to say that
a
often?
lot of people say that bridesmaids' dresses are not very attractive.
And they're ugly and they're expensive.
Yes,
And they're all one color and they're bad for the big girl.
And they're one
right.
wear only.
And we have a news story about those.
And they're often bitches who don't like to be flirted with.
They're all pissed because they're not getting married.
Sorry, I just wanted to bump and grind, Rachel.
Sorry, you dropped the bouquet, Sheila.
But now you're telling me it's the dress. I feel bad.
Fine.
Now the thing with bridesmaids dresses is everyone has a different dress. Like everyone has a different kind of dress.
So then they're out of uniform. What's the point?
Well, it's just like the same color, but it'll be a different style.
Do they get to
dress.
choose whatever style? So maybe they can.
So there's now a competition.
Not a competition.
Oh well, the bitch has a Halston, huh?
No.
It's different when you say it. You have to understand that. Yeah, from your point of view, that sounds terrible.
The bride still makes the decision of what you're going to wear, but it'll be a different. Like one girl may have a halter dress, one may have a strapless dress.
Well, I think Virginia going with topless was a bold move.
Took away from my moment.
somewhat distracting. You bitch.
See, that's how it works.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Well, we'll cover that aspect of the culture of getting married. Also, we have birth control in the news, ghost news.
Oh my!
Kind of odd. What is it? Snail mail news, of all things, coming up, and a fascinating thing about the ability to not poop for great lengths of time.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it in a second. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You Before Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Cool. All right, we're ready for No Lights.
No Lights in action. First time in cinematic history.
Cool. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one. Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. What is it? Baby Shark, but Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
So here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. I'm ready. The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta.
Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State
I-95.
I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic. I'll do it again.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bidding your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is.
That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
Cash.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Glad you're here with us. There's Christy.
Hey.
How are things at the Silac News Desk?
Awesome.
Heck yeah, you got some good stories for us coming up?
Yeah, I do. Maybe.
Oh, you like this playful
I'm teasing you.
Report?
I'm studying something over here.
Oh, sorry. There's Willie Griswold.
What are you talking about? I wasn't listening.
Don't worry about it. Pat Godwin over there.
Hello, Joshy.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Watch out.
Sit to the dude wife's chair.
Do we have news we failed to mention today?
We do. Coming up at 8:20.
All
right. That's something to look forward to.
Check local listings.
Ace Cosby is here. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
Taking all the fun out of life.
No, just...
all right.
Earlier, you read a letter and you said we've never done the Ace Cosby joke before 7.
Yeah,
you did it. You didn't say anything.
You said that.
It was before 7 everywhere.
Gosh, you're such a pain in the ass. Oh, my God.
We've said it before.
You cannot argue with the man.
There would be no better press secretary than your dad.
What a dick. I mean,
it would just...
He flips everything. It's amazing.
I've actually been doing some... We were talking about my theory.
About
headgear and religion.
You keep saying headgear like it's some sort of wraparound dentist deal.
I know. Yeah.
It's
The Pope wears a night guard.
Oh, that would be funny.
I
I have the TMJ.
I grind in my sleep.
The Pope has the big Pope, the Pope hat, the mitre.
Yes.
And but they've also got the skull cap they wear sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Jewish faith, that would be considered a yarmulke. But there's different types of things for different religions. A lot of them have headgear.
Sure.
I'm just saying. And I've got a feeling it's because typically it's the elders that are in charge. And I think as these guys age, they want to be cool.
Who's wearing a hat in this room? You?
Me?
You wear a hat all the time, don't you?
Wear it a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's in charge.
See?
And you're
but
religious?
I'm thinking of maybe I should get one of those mitre things. But if I got one just to be cool, I'd wear it backwards.
Yeah.
That's how the hipper popes wear it now. Wouldn't that be great if the Pope flipped it around and put a pair of shades in the back of it and sat down?
My rally miter. Our guest comedian Chris Higgins is wearing a hat.
Yes, he is.
It says art class.
Yeah.
Were you an art student?
In high school, it was the easiest one to,
What does that mean? Is that a place?
It's a like an ad house in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Free hats.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris actually is quite the artist. On the road, Chris will sell like artwork for the city that he makes. And yesterday on the way down, I was driving Chris down here from Chicago, and he was working on his iPad with his little pencil. And like whenever we'd stop for gas, just like a little kid showing me his work, he'd be like, "Hey, Willie." And like, oh, good work, Chris. That looks great, buddy.
Look what I did.
It's a little wizard there, Chris.
Lizard bear? Is it?
A little wizard there.
Yeah, mostly what I draw is wizards smoking. So
Really?
I'd love to see one.
I would love to see one too.
let's
Are you
post
into
one.
wizards? Do you like wizards?
Yeah, I think so.
You're among friends. Don't be shy.
At this point, yeah, I think the jury's out. Definitely all I draw.
Now, are they smoking long Gandalfian pipes?
Yeah. Or just, a joint.
Okay. You own a wand?
Spliff.
Yeah, spliff. No, I'm more of a staff wizard guy.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Are you an avid marijuana smoker, I'm guessing?
Yes, I am. Yep.
Do you own a bong?
I do. I own a few. Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you
You're
have
like a judge doing a deposition to a kid in a dorm room. Do you own a bong?
now? Do you have a machine to roll joints?
No. Artisanal joints only here. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
by hand. Yeah. I'm an artisan when it comes to that.
Do you prefer to smoke over gummies or?
Yeah, definitely smoke. Although the gummies, when you're in a state where it's still a crime, those are preferred.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's hard traveling when I'm touring. You wake up in a different state and you're like, I'm a criminal here.
To me, it would seem the gummies lack the romance and the elegance of a joint.
Agreed. Yeah. And then
you can't go up to some woman at the bar and go, "Do you want to go to my van and chew a gummy?"
Yeah. And sometimes they'd still hit you too hard. Like even me. Like, and an hour later, the gummy hits you, and you're like, "Am I an undercover cop?" Like I am freaking out right now. I think I've been undercover for years, and I've just lost track of my assignment.
Interesting.
Now, do you buy the legal store-bought?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Dispensary weed, or do you buy it on the street?
I go into dispensaries and often feel like a Karen.
How so?
Well, because my job before they legalized marijuana was I was a dispensary. For a while, and
you were a dealer.
Yes, I did. I sold marijuana, and I'm pretty bitter. I head into these dispensaries. I thought I would be able to just pivot. I thought I would be able to just get a job.
Yeah.
It turns out when they ask you what experience do you have, you should be less than honest. You shouldn't be like, well, I can eyeball 3.5. Let me back there. I go into these dispensaries. They all look like Apple stores, and I head in there and I feel like a Karen. I'm like, well, this isn't how I would do anything. I demand to speak to bring forth the drug dealer right now. I assume there's a drug dealer in charge.
The guy in charge is the tallest beanie.
Yeah, I've the only time I was ever in a dispensary. Well, that's not true. The first time was with Willie. Really?
Yeah. Have you guys ever taken to your dad to dispensary?
No.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
fun. Not cool.
I can't imagine.
I use my dad's reward points at the dispensary.
That's a different dad.
No, it's fascinating because it was in Colorado.
Yes.
And the people behind the counter, they have an authoritative knowledge.
They're stoner sommeliers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like that guy you knew in college knew everything about beer.
Yeah.
Except it's, what are you exactly looking for? And then they do the whole thing.
I love that. Don't you want? Yeah, that's a good
Of course
thing.
you want
Yeah,
that.
I was buying for other people. So it's kind of like when you're at a restaurant and they haven't arrived yet, and you order something for them.
That's when you were buying them to illegally take across state lines.
Of course, yeah. But it was fascinating, and at that time it was cash only.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can use a debit card, and it'll be a transaction quite similar to an ATM. They'll give you your thing, you punch in a code, and they'll round up to 5. So let's say it costs $194. You pay $195, and they give you a little change back. You tip them with that change. Mm-hmm. It's because you can't buy with credit cards because it's federally backed money.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not
Very
legal
confusing.
federally.
Very confusing.
But it is a write-off.
What?
I don't know. I'm just writing it off. We'll see. We'll see what happens later on.
Yeah. Let us know.
So, what do they call Jeff? What do they call guys with long hair and beards in prison again?
We don't say that word on there.
We're speaking with comedian Chris Higgins. Chris and Willie are going to be at the comedy club known as Bombs Away in Cincinnati this evening. Saturday, it's the Attic in Columbus, Ohio. Sunday, the Laugh Factory in Chicago. Christy Lee is at the Silac news desk. What's happening over there?
An Irish woman has suffered serious injuries after her dress caught fire during a wedding on Spain's Costa del Sol.
Yikes.
The 29-year-old was seriously injured after being engulfed in flames when her dress caught fire on a decorative candle while she was in the bathroom.
So there you go.
Whoa.
Those are really ugly dresses. Good thing it burned.
Yeah, that's...
Did you see the thing that she was saved when instead of throwing out a bouquet, the bride tossed her a fire extinguisher? Very, very, very nice.
And that they went with that. Serendipitous.
Usually they just put cameras on your table. I didn't know they had fire extinguishers now. That's a little
Now, did
much.
you, at your most recent wedding...
Here we go.
No, it's a fair question. Did you throw the garter?
No, I didn't wear a garter. It's my 4th marriage. What are you?
I think
It's a little stretched out by now.
Yeah.
She got married to the garter. The garter.
Well, Jeff, I hope you have a spare tire.
I enjoyed that.
No, because then I'd have to take him home because I was the closest.
Okay, thank you very much. Coming up, what do you got over there, Chrissy?
Coming up, we have a radioactive rock.
Cool.
Yeah, we have dynamite used to get rid of a tree. Batman in the news today in Hollywood. And we've been talking about body odor this week because you had an issue with your deodorant.
Yes.
We have an interesting body odor story coming up.
All right. Body odor in the news.
Yeah.
Nice to know. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Come on, baby. Everyone's doing it.
But I've never done it before.
Your brother tried it and he loved it.
My brother? What?
Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. Ooh, I hope there's batteries in it.
Batteries?
The Bob and Tom Show, mornings on 95.7 QMF, Louisville's classic rock station.
We should wake up with Bob and Tom every morning.
Well, that sounds good to me. No problem here.
Get up and get it on.
This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh, yeah. It is, actually. It's
a huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that you can't quite place.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Good morning, Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see.
It's Peter Maird, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Maird.
Peter Maird.
Something
Yes.
like that?
Yes. That would be very fun.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Maird? Yeah.
Ricardo Maird. Yes.
Ricardo Maird.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman. In France, they'll say, fermez la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie the Schnauzer. In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. Day or night, it does not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please. Maestro. Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Bravo.
Fermez la douche.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Maird Chevalier.
Maird Chevalier.
Maurice Chevalierness. Thank you. Maurice Chevalier.
Calm.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
Looking adorable in her fall
checked shirt.
Yeah, flannel.
It's not
silk.
flannel, it's
actually
silk. Would you like to? Oh, never mind.
The answer is yes. Pat Godwin in the performance room. Willie Griswold joins us today.
What's up, man? Getting a little sweaty in here.
Oh.
It's hotter than usual.
Is it? Oh, yeah, you're pitting.
Really pitting out.
Yeah.
Pitting out. We got body odor in the news.
What a gross, gross boy. There's Jeff Foskey in for Chick today at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk.
Thank you.
Ace Cosby.
Not pitting.
Not pitting. I'm Josh Arnold.
No, you're so special, aren't you?
And there's Tom. Tom, we have a special guest with us this morning.
I'm not sure what his armpits are like. Chris Higgins has joined us. He's a big fella, a lot of hair, a lot of beard. And what are you, 6'4"?
Yeah, just a little under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Big guy. Look like you could play on the NFL, but you don't.
Nope.
You're a comedian on stage at Bombs Away in Cincinnati tonight and at the Attic in Columbus, Ohio, Saturday with Willie G. Willie's right there. You're right there.
Party
I can
time.
see from here. Now, we were discussing body odor because, Josh, you mentioned earlier in the week that for some reason you've concluded that your deodorant has stopped working and you've switched.
Yes, and this happens to me every 3 or 4 years, somewhere around there. My
Mm-hmm.
body just rejects the deodorant that I'm using. It's
quite
so
common.
I have to switch it up.
So you phased out of what and into what?
I phased out of Axe. I believe the smell was Excite, I think is what it was called.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm using Dr. Squatch and currently Coconut Celebration or something. I forget exactly.
Oh, the coconut celebration.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a tropical vacation under your arm.
I'm just imagining you're home, you're showering, you have a coconut bra on. Josh is getting clean.
I smell good. I'm smelling bad.
Oh, you'd look great in one of those coconut bras. That'd be perfect.
This always goes down a road I enjoy. You learned about one thing over 8 years.
I always end up in a bra somehow.
A grass skirt and the coconut bra doing South
a lot
Pacific.
of fun in comedy here.
South Pacific honey bun.
You know I'll play along.
And where does the pizza come in, Tom?
Well, that'd be pineapple pizza because he's in Polynesia doing South Pacific.
Okay.
You know that scene just before the one guy dies in the plane crash? They bring in the pizza.
I don't. I haven't seen it.
Chris Higgins, comedian, deodorant user.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
What's your brand, if you will?
Required. Oh, like Old Spice, and then I'd go for the whatever sounds like it was most in a fantasy novel. You know what I mean? Like wolf breath.
Do they have toiletries for those into the world of fantasy?
They've never really talked about it. That would be hilarious.
Dungeons and Dragons, the deodorant?
Yeah. I doubt it would smell very good at all. It's just B.O.
I'm wearing Bilbo Breeze.
Your mom's basement.
I would think that would be a huge seller.
I would too.
Yeah.
The armpit of Sauron.
Oh, I like it.
I do know at these, I have, my daughter plays D&D, and I have a bunch of D&D friends.
Yeah.
And at these big weekend conferences they have a rule that you have to shower every 20 hours because they will just game for 2 or 3 days straight and never leave the table except for to go use the restroom. So they had to make a rule that these people have to shower once a day.
I think people from like D&D must come to my shows. 'Cause sometimes these rooms smell pretty bad.
Interesting. Now we have body odor in the news in an odd way.
Yeah, a new study has found fathers can recognize their own child based on body odor.
Come here, Pop. Let's do this. Come on.
The experiment involving 56 fathers and 73 of their biological children conducted in multiple phases with child participants using unscented shower gel and sleeping in a shirt that was given to the fathers to smell. The results show fathers were able to recognize their child's body odor 33% of the time.
Interesting.
Significantly better than the 17% success rate expected from random guessing.
Jeff, you have a son.
Yeah, I could. He's 17, and I'd be like, oh yeah, you smell of Cheetos and Monster Energy drink. Yeah, that's my kid. Yeah.
Fathers also rated the odor of their infant and prepubescent children as more pleasant than that of their older, teens.
Yeah.
Researchers noted fathers perform better than chance in identifying their child's body odor in all age groups except during puberty, mirroring other studies involving the moms.
Wow.
It's interesting. Do you remember the story where they were, it was like a dating website?
Mm-hmm.
How did it, you'd wear it?
You would wear a shirt and then send it back to them, and then people would smell it.
Yes.
They would cut the shirt up and they would send samples of the swatch. What is they called? Swatches?
Swatch. And then you would select a date based on the
smell of the...
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's something.
Just send something right after you went to the gym.
Kinda, yeah.
Hope you pick me.
Well, some people would probably like that.
I think it was a pheromone deal, wasn't it? Because we're attracted to someone's pheromones.
Oh, so you're supposed to sweat.
Yeah.
So, well, this is interesting because they're not smelling, the remnants of pot smoking and energy drinks or whatever. It's they're showering and using a non-scented gel, and they can still. That's amazing. Interesting biology. I wonder how the moms did in that.
Pat, how old is your son?
He's 13, going to be 14 in a month.
Has he started wearing deodorant and all that?
He has, yeah. I could pick him out of a lineup, though, yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of Campbell's soup in there and BO and deodorant.
Earlier in the show.
Is this a little Terrence Trent D'Arby?
What are we doing?
We rocking out?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's going on over there?
Somebody accidentally hit something.
Oh, maybe it could have been me. I have no idea.
Could have been?
I was just handed...
You're the only one with anything to hit.
So I thought Pat had a drum for his next song.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
Pat kind of raps sometimes. Just comes in freestyles.
I was wishing well. I like that song.
Now we have. We can. Okay, that's a good launching point then for that story.
What story?
Well, the story about the radioactive rock.
Oh, a school in Oklahoma temporarily evacuated after a student brought in what he described as a radioactive rock to show off to his classmates. What? Officers and firefighters responded to Owasso High School East campus on a report of a potential hazardous materials incident. Authorities said it was very unlikely the rock was dangerous, but officials cleared the immediate area out of an abundance of caution. Authorities determined that the rock measured a slight reading of radioactivity, a level that was not above what someone would encounter, though, on a daily basis.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
On
not
a scale of Imagine Dragons to Chernobyl, how radioactive we talking?
It just sounds like a kid microwaved a rock and brought it to school. Yeah, this one's radioactive, actually.
And,
Good job, Billy.
This is what I hit. This is the button.
Oh, I was like, again?
It's any excuse to get this on. This is the great Paul Rogers with Jimmy Page.
Cool stuff.
Isn't that great?
Why'd you turn that up so much? Jeez.
I'm maybe slightly deaf.
You like it? You like it now? You will like it.
Did you hear what he said? I may be slightly deaf.
Now, we were talking about dreams earlier, and some of us have sort of a standard dream that comes back over and over again as we live.
High anxiety dreams are usually called.
Yeah, and yours involves being on the radio and not being ready for the next thing.
Yeah, exactly. Usually it's at a radio station I've never worked for either. Like, I don't even know where things are.
And then, Josh, you said your dream involves being on the toilet.
Yes, I every now and again have a dream.
In a classroom, like?
I'm in some kind of public place, and people can talk to me and see me, and I'm just sitting on a toilet, and I am wiping, and it takes forever, and I just can't get out of this situation.
Maybe it's because of your hotel incident. Maybe that's...
Well, that's exactly what this letter says.
Really?
This is from Ken in Norman, Oklahoma. He writes, Josh says that he has this wiping dream. It reminds me of the old man in the door incident in the hotel lobby. Would you mind telling that story to our guest, Chris?
Sure. Chris, I was in New Orleans. It was a party weekend. It was awesome. And I checked out of my hotel, and my stomach was not ready to check out. I didn't realize it. So I went back to the front desk, and I said, can I get back up in my room? I just checked out. And they're like, no, sorry. I was like, I have to use the bathroom. This is real bad. And she goes, oh, there's one in the lobby here. And I walked across a very crowded lobby, and it's a one-seater, the bathroom. It was just an old sort of hotel. And I go, oh, this? Okay, great.
Not even down a hallway, though.
No,
just right there in the lobby.
Yeah, it was just a door.
Off the lobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and the lock is broke. Like, whatever, this is an emergency. I'll sit here and I'll hold on to the doorknob and keep anybody from coming in. And it's a real gross thing going on in there.
Disgusting.
And eventually there is a knock on the door, and I go, I'm in here. And then the door swung wide open. The doorknob ripped out of my hand. And there was an old guy in his 80s or something standing there. And he sees me sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
And he said, and I go, he goes, I'm sorry. I go, it's okay. Just please close the door.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right. And he couldn't get the door closed. It was like thick carpet or something, and the door was stuck open.
What happened to his strength before?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Don't poke holes in my story.
Son of a gun, Chris.
Arnold? I go, please close the door. He's like, I can't. I can't. I go, you have to close the door.
Yeah, I can't stand up.
And finally, he couldn't do it, and he just put his arms in the air and slowly started backing away.
Like he was leaving you in the Ardennes forest.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry. And he just disappeared. And I was sitting there staring at a full hotel lobby, making eye contact with people.
Business professionals.
Yes.
I would bet that's where this comes from.
But I think I had the dreams before this.
Really?
Yeah.
You should have listened to your bot. It was sudden? This poop?
Yes.
No farts?
Yes.
No pre?
No, it was like one of those where it was like I checked out and went out to get at the time, a taxi.
Yeah.
And
suddenly you were under siege.
Okay, that's a classic. Well, thank you very much for sharing that story with us. We certainly appreciate it. Coming up, we have birth control in the news. We have pets in the news, Halloween stuff in the news. But right now, I want to remind you that Simply Safe is out there. And if you're maybe doing some traveling, you get in your car, you drive away, you go, wait a minute, did I leave the front door open? You can check your camera if you got that Simply Safe. I know Chick has something like 11 cameras, and Simply Safe every year gets voted the best home security system. I think it's 5 years in a row now for U.S. News and World Report. And Newsweek reports that Simply Safe has the best customer service in the home security business. It's easy to install. You can do it yourself, or you can have Simply Safe technicians come over and do it for you. You choose what you need: window alarms, maybe door alarms, smoke detectors, et cetera, with a Simply Safe system. And they've got this new thing, this Fast Protect monitoring with live guard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within a few seconds of receiving your alarm and even see and speak to intruders to stop them in their tracks. See what I'm talking about? Visit the website Simply Safe by going to simplysafetom.com. And right now, a very special offer, 50% off a new Simply Safe system plus a free indoor security camera when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Also coming up in the news, rhinos. We got rhino news for you, and it's kind of a weird story involving kind of a Jurassic Park-like scenario. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hey, Bob and Tom, this is the Static Shack. This is a real recording studio. All this stuff is paid for, and this is basically where bands come in, record their tapes so that they can play their tapes on the radio and stuff. I could have had a recording studio. It's nice too, but I got a boat instead. And my band's coming here. What?
Can I get some help, man?
Dusty, I'm the lead singer. I mean, I'm kind of busy, plus I'm taking my break now. If you need help, I'll get a girl to join the band. Basically, you have to have an audition couch in a studio. It's state law. That way, anybody that comes in knows that they're trying out, knows it's going to be a fair chance. I'm basically auditioning backup singers right now. Just call my pager. Pretty sure we can make it happen. I swear to God we can. This is my favorite part of the recording studio. Not every band has this. We got Goldschlagers. Look at that Goldschlagers. We got Funyuns, and we got Jaegers. It's the lead singer's salad bar. I love Goldschlagers. Goldschlagers is basically the only liquor invented that looks like it has goldfish turds floating around. But the fact remains, that's 14 karat gold. But you drink all of this, you can crap a promise ring. Bob and Tom, this is called the Control Panel Console Operation Board. I probably know more about this stuff than anybody I know of. Me and Angel Skinner did it on here once. I swear to God we did. We had to stop, though, because her butt kept getting feedback. Late night party at the pizza barn. Had no idea it could get this hard. $80 tab, try to split it 4 ways. But that don't work when the drummer never pays. Scotty got the pizza, boner bought the beer. Then our waitress says, are we finished here? Let me put the tip in, cause you're so hot. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, I love your hair. Let me put the tip in, it's only fair. I swear to God I'm the best tipper. I'll lay it right here on the table to prove it. Long dark hair hanging down her back. Had asked for days causing a pork attack. So fire ass hot, she should be on stage. A meat lover's dream, making minimum wage. Let me put the tip in, come over here. Let me put the tip in, get you a beer. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, check out this one. Hey, that's only 10%, baby. Look, you want to see a little more? There's 20% right in your face. I swear to God, you have to accept my tip. It's state law. Now, when I know how to set the mood, baby, how about a guitar solo? No, not the whole thing, just the tip. Scotty Winkler! Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, give me the nod. Let me put the tip in, let's try your card. Let me put the tip in, or the salad bar. Let me put the tip in, baby. You'll always come out ahead. I swear to God you will.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I'm in Bob and Tom Studios. April Macy was on Bob and Tom today, and I probably know more about what turns her on than anybody I know of. She's trying to play hard to... Oh, Eureka's! I swear to God, she is fire-ass hot.
Hi.
Remember me?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry about that restraining order, because that's expired now. But you're famous. You've been on TV before, and I'm sure you're used to the porkerazzi coming in taking pictures. I swear to God you are.
Oh, please don't say porkerazzi.
Porkerazzi. You don't carry pepper spray anymore, do you? Because
It's so uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, your porkerazzi.
Well, the last stuff you carried stung a little bit, but you are from head to toe. You want my pager number, maybe? Is that something you might
perhaps
be interested in?
Pretty lonely.
Okay. I tried to hit you up on Kristen Mingle, but your profile picture didn't really reply to what I had, so...
Yeah, you can go on J-Date if you'd like to see me.
Go on J-Date? Okay, I swear to God I will. I know what the J stands for. I had tennis elbow doing that all through high school. I'll see you, April.
Bye.
Sexy thing. Oh, my God.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a free skate.
Do you guys like this voice for the
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I think I need to hear a little more of it.
That's a Mortimer C. Dick. Mortimer?
Mortimer C. More Dick or Dick?
That's Christy Lee.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Don't poke holes in his story.
The Silac news.
This ever happened to you, Christy? You're telling one of your classics. So we all have classic stories.
Sure.
Things that have happened to us. You're telling one of your great stories, and maybe you're with your husband, and as you're telling the story, all of a sudden he tries to change one little thing. No, I thought the shirt she was wearing was red. It doesn't matter the color of the shirt. I've got a rhythm going here. This is my classic story. Shut up.
If you guys are wondering, he does treat regular family dinners just like this show.
Does he really?
He'll get mad at you for ruining his steam. You know? The order comes to the waiter comes to the table right before. He's in the middle of a rule of three. He's right on the second one before. Oh, she totally ruined it. Totally ruined it.
As he's doing dishes later. Willie totally stepped on my chair.
Does an ad read after the appetizer?
Does he intro everybody at the table right before you sit down? Oh, welcome Hart and Finley and Kelly.
The exact opposite. He just shows up late with like one of the little girls. We've all been like sitting for 10 minutes, and he's like, "You guys haven't ordered? I want to order right now." And I said, "We haven't ordered because you're not here."
We have things to do. Let's get to it. Speaking of things to do,
yes.
If I look at the big screen, I think we've got. There we go. It's a Jeff Oskey on the big screen. Where are you reporting from?
I am at the Failed to Mention news desk. Chris Higgins, we give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I come in here to give you the news that we failed to mention. Oh,
That's the wrong sound effect.
That's the wrong sound effect.
Just stick with that.
Perfect.
Yeah, what worked?
And every week, Chris, we have a sponsor. Normally, our sponsor is Willie's Waterbed Warehouse. You buy here, we fill here. Good luck getting that heavy son bitch home. But today, I don't know if you noticed the lovely jeans I'm wearing. These were a gift from Tom. So our sponsor today is brought to you by Tom Griswold's Gently Used Jeans. Not only will he give you the shirt off his back, he'll give you the jeans off his sexy ass. That's Tom Griswold's Gently Used Jeans.
Or the ones that Kelly won't let him wear anymore.
Exactly. They're the ones that are too big for me.
The rapper Puff Daddy is in the news this week for being a big perv. What you failed to mention, now we all know why the rapper Mace left Puffy and went and became a minister. Minister Mace, although if I were him, I would have changed it to something less threatening, like DJ Pepper Spray or maybe Reverend Runaway.
You might want to hit that toilet flush again.
We learned that stair climbing helps people stay in shape. What you failed to mention, if that were the case, the Mayans wouldn't have gone extinct.
What a funny way to put that.
Good point. It's true.
We learned that a man has a wolf dog hybrid. What you failed to mention, I'm currently breeding my poodle with a wolf. To have the world's first wolfie poo, the world's first hypoallergenic killing machine.
Oh, yeah. Just call that a poof.
A town of people are freaking out over a giant baby that was placed in the town square. What you failed to mention, not sure about people freaking out over giant babies, but around here I have seen a few giant babies freaking out.
Yeah, you have.
Willie.
Hey!
My friend.
His Coca-Cola was lukewarm. And he's a star and deserves better.
Some dude destroyed an art display of a banana on a wall. What you failed to mention, I have actually destroyed 12 Jackson Pollock works by throwing paint all over the canvas, just yet no one has noticed. Some dude got busted for farting during a dart competition. What you failed to mention, have not mentioned that, but I have seen a dude take a leak on a guy during a Golden Tea tournament. Turned it into a Golden Pea tournament. A zoo in China has painted dogs to look like pandas in lieu of having actual pandas. What you failed to mention, 1 o'clock is our famous dolphin show. 2 o'clock, feed the giraffes. Then at 3 o'clock, come and play fetch with our famous barking pandas. And finally, they're serving non-alcoholic beer at Oktoberfest in Germany this year. What you failed to mention, it's an IPA, and the P stands for pansy. I'm Jeff Oska, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey.
I like it. Jeff's not one of those guys, but those, hey, you drinking tonight? No. Pansy.
I missed the word pansy.
What's the matter? Too cheap to go to rehab again? Okay, well, we have Christy Lee at the Silac news desk. Christy,
Batman has become the first superhero to get his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
this really surprises me.
Why?
Wouldn't you have thought that all these superheroes would be in the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I didn't know that fictional characters could get a star.
Right. I would have thought it would have been the actor who portrayed those people.
Yeah, like Adam West.
Well,
or
Adam West
Christian
has
Bale.
one, but I'm just saying, yeah, I'm not, yeah, this is kind of weird.
Because now this opens up a whole thing.
Yeah.
Is
Well, they
he the
get-
first fictional character?
Yeah. Or the first superhero, they're saying.
Yeah. You can buy your way onto the Hollywood
Yeah,
Walk of
apparently
Fame.
it is a weird thing.
Yeah, you can watch. There's a lot of sort of lesser,
Yes.
eighth tier. Well, he didn't actually need any lines in his career.
Well,
He was
Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise and M. Emmett Walsh. Although I do think
he's a great actor, though. He deserved one.
According to KTTV, Batman's name is now on the 2,790th star, right next to Adam West, the actor who, of course, portrayed the character on TV, and that of Batman's co-creator, Bob Kane. Burt Ward, who played Robin, attended the ceremony. There were quite a few people lined up dressed in Batman costumes. It was quite the thing.
I'm sure there were.
Yeah, he did. It was.
Is it true that isn't Burt Ward some kind of mega millionaire?
I don't know, but he told the 79-year-old told the TV station, it's kind of like we're still doing it, and it will be forever. The whole Batman thing. So
It's right around the corner from where Bruce Wayne's parents were murdered.
Yeah.
It's in the alley. Yeah.
Bad taste on Hollywood's part.
Sure, I think it's terrible.
A broken pearl necklace and a star.
If you go down the street down Hollywood Boulevard, you can see the Wonder Twins turning tricks. I don't know if
you don't often hear about them.
No,
I guess that's why.
Yeah, that's why they have not been quite as successful over the years.
Guinness World Records awarded Batman the title of first superhero with a star on the Walk of Fame. Apparently, it's real close to the Guinness World Records building or something. Are they going to run out of space on Hollywood Boulevard? I mean, that's a lot of stars.
There are probably a fair amount of canceled stars they can just chisel up.
Did they do? I wonder if they do.
Are they guaranteed
Did they do
for
that?
life?
Sorry, D.W. Griffith, you're out.
Goodbye, Spacey.
Hey, Timothy Chalamet needs one. Are we getting rid of Weinstein or OJ? What do you guys think?
That's a good question.
Jackhammer, take a jackhammer to it.
Do they? Well, they left OJ in the Football Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those tough things. Like, did Cosby ever get a Mark Twain Humor Award or anything like that? Or, something where they have to...
I don't know.
You know
Like
what?
a
They
Kennedy
actually may
honor?
have taken that away from... who cares?
How are they going to go to his house and say, give it up, man?
Give us that bust of Mark Twain back.
A new survey from Stamps.com reveals younger generations still like to send and receive handwritten mail.
Oh.
According to the poll of 500 U.S. customers,
Take it to the post office.
65% still send letters and packages monthly. Nearly half of
No, wait a minute. They send packages monthly. Does this include sending shoes back to Amazon that don't fit?
No, this is totally real. Whenever I kidnap a young woman, I always make sure the ransom note goes through snail mail.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it feels a little more fun that way. Email is
more authentic.
Exactly.
Would you cut up the magazine? Do you do that thing where you get the letters?
I do, and it's very hard to find the magazines. I have to go to a lot of doctor's offices.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like Stamps.com has like a stake in the game? This is like the yellow pages being like, young kids love the phone book.
Precisely my point.
Love that thick book.
Yeah. So I'm just worried. Where'd they take this survey?
Nearly half of Gen Z respondents are active mailers, sending mail at least 1 or 2 times per month.
No.
My kids aren't, I can tell you that.
Now, I get there's a lot of stuff going on with Etsy and a lot of stuff where, maybe some younger folks are sending packages they've sold, or
Right.
Maybe selling panties on OnlyFans. Or
Yeah, there you go. Sure.
That's how I get mine through you.
Uh-huh.
At one of my past jobs, someone called up and bought a gift certificate, and the hostess was like, I need to send this to him, and we gave the hostess an envelope and a stamp, and she had no idea. She goes, so what do I do now? And we're like, write the lady's address, and she goes, where? Like, she had no idea how to address an envelope.
What an idiot. Everyone knows you write the address in the top left, and then put your name in the middle, and then you put the stamp to seal it.
I thought she was playing a prank, and she honestly had no idea how to address an envelope.
they not
and she had
teach-
never mailed anything before.
I thought they
Teach
taught
that in school?
They used to.
No.
When I was a kid.
They used to, yeah.
Like check writing, how to write a letter.
Right? Yeah.
They still should. It's still a thing.
Of course. 30% of respondents valued the security and trustworthiness of physical mail for sending important documents and sensitive information. I still feel that way. I don't like faxing important documents or scanning them and throwing them through your computer. It seems like it could go anywhere.
Yeah, but someone could lift them out of your mailbox.
I take them straight to the post office.
The only thing I ever get in the mail are bills and wedding invitations. So whenever I go to my mailbox, I'm like, great, I'm going to lose money either way. Either I have to pay a bill or I have to buy you a toaster.
That pretty much sums it up. That is a
funny. I had
precise
two this
joke.
week.
Yeah, exactly.
2 wedding invitations.
I get a lot of gutter cleaning leaflets.
Oh.
What are they doing? What is going Renewal by Anderson. I don't need it. I'm fine.
And when did those big oversized postcard things become a deal? Like everyone uses them now.
I miss the ones from a Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah, with the 20% off coupon.
Yeah, they barely fit in the mailbox.
Oh, yeah.
I could wear them as one of those walking billboards.
You know what went away that it infuriates me is remember you would get free samples of cereal in the mail?
Yes.
Little boxes.
Yes.
You'd get a tiny box of cereal in the mail.
The world used to be insane. Are you kidding me?
And as a kid, I would go, I can't wait until I'm a grown up and have my own house and I won't have to share these samples with my brothers. They'll be all mine. And now they don't do them.
No.
Did your mom buy the multi-pack mini cereals?
No, that was way too expensive.
Really?
Yeah, that was.
Because those were always it was kind of like Neapolitan ice cream. There'd be 8 cereals and
Special K was the only one left.
yeah, there was always the crappy one was the last one.
At our house now, it's Sugar Pops.
Oh, really?
It's always the last box.
Really? Sell those? I love Sugar Pops.
I get them. Like, to me, I was like, I'm spoiling my kids. I'm getting them the individual box. They could care less. They don't care.
Dude, that was like what rich kids had.
I was like, I'm doing pretty good. I'm buying the individuals.
When we were kids back in the olden days, you could eat right out of the box.
I loved that.
The milk in the box.
They'd have a little line on it. You'd take a knife and
never even occurred to me.
Oh, we did that. I used to love doing
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
I do that here all the time.
Isn't it funny now?
Bring in an old box.
Boxes of cereal we'd never eat as kids are the only ones we eat now.
Yeah, I love old man cereals.
Old man cereals.
You guys know anything about multi-grain Cheerios?
Sure.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They're tasty.
Get involved.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor before bed one night. Take a knife, dip it in some peanut butter, and just put that thing right in the Cheerios. You pull it up, it picks it up. It's like a little peanut butter cereal lollipop. It's the greatest, man.
You're like making those sticks that you get when you go into the parakeet cage.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ever get so high?
Seeds on it?
You ever get so high you look at bird feed and go, I want to get involved with that. I want to see what's going on with that stuff.
Get so stoned you accidentally make a Korean corn dog.
Delicious.
Police in New York City say 2 people stole a subway train and took it on a joyride, then
Very
crashed
fun.
it.
Has to be the best day in the world.
What?
How do you do that?
The New York Police Department said the pair boarded an unoccupied train in Queens just after midnight and somehow got it running. That leaves it a very open.
These were the guys that played that weird train driving arcade game that no one ever touched. You remember those?
Yes, I do.
What is this?
They crashed it into another parked train and ran. Police arrested the 17-year-old woman on charges of criminal mischief and reckless endangerment.
Wow.
Authorities are still searching for her male companion.
I would not have guessed it was going to be a woman.
Well, it wasn't. The guy who did it ran and left his woman to catch the case.
He ditched her.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Was there a train arcade game?
Yes, and it was ultra realistic in that You didn't even know how to play it. You had to really know how to drive a train to get this thing to go on the track.
Right.
Whoa.
Because you'd put quarters in and get 3 feet, and it was like, game over. Apparently, I didn't switch a track or something.
I didn't stoke the oven or whatever.
Exactly.
This may be the first time the word joy and the word subway have appeared in the headline. A joyride on a subway.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the first time on a subway is kind of fun.
Yeah, I like them.
Kind of exciting, and then after a while...
Smell bad.
Yeah, that's what hot pee smells like.
Yeah, I can't stand the smell.
There's like a weird puddle, and you're like, I hope that's water or coffee. That's water or coffee.
Oh, hey, look, sweetie, the bag lady isn't wearing any panties.
Or the guy, the last time I was on the subway, a guy had a Gatorade bottle and he kept spitting into it. It was so disgusting.
Oh, that was mouth-based tobacco, probably. He was
no,
dipping.
it was, I don't know what, it was
like
more of a, it was awful.
It's the one place I can masturbate in public and people don't treat me like I'm a weirdo. In fact, they go out of their way to leave me alone.
That makes perfect sense. Coming up, we have other delights in the world of news. We have some Halloween news and some news about pets. Rhinoceroses. What is the plural of rhino?
I don't think a pet is a rhinoceros.
It's a rhinoceros, actually.
Okay. We have those in the news. But right now, I want to talk to you about BetterHelp. What is BetterHelp? Well, it's a way to access therapy. And if you've been thinking about therapy, perhaps you want to do it this way because it's a little more convenient. Or actually, should I say a lot more convenient. What it's all about is accessing therapy through the internet. You fill out a brief questionnaire, you'll get matched with a licensed therapist, and the therapy itself, once again, done on the internet. It's done online. So it's done with like you can have a camera on, you can have the camera off and just do like a phone call, or you can do it texting back and forth. It's up to you. It's about convenience. And therapy, what's therapy about? Well, it's about helping you continue to grow, continue to learn. It's not just for experiencing or dealing with the experience of a trauma. It can be just a sign of just the goal can be just feeling a little bit better about yourself. Rediscover your curiosity with therapy through BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show right now, and that'll knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And once again, the therapy is done online. You take that online questionnaire. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming right back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You Before Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
A lot to get to here. Oh, wait.
Yes, I will get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Oh, Donnie.
You guys are getting all excited about Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it like this. This might surprise you, but it's my favorite of all the holidays.
Really?
Is it?
I swear to God. Well, think of it. You get to stuff yourself
Yeah.
for free. Then after you're stuffed, you head off the mall for some hand-to-hand combat over a set of discounted $5 earbuds.
Yeah.
And after court costs, they run you about 20.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, I heard you guys talking the last couple of weeks about these turduckens and stuff. What's it, a chicken and a
Stuffed in a duck. Stuffed in a turkey. It's ridiculous.
In a turkey.
Yes.
Well, if you love turduckens, you'll love our Baker family tradition.
Oh, what do you do?
We do splarky.
Yes, what's that?
Well, you take your 20-pound turkey.
Right.
Then you're going to stuff it with 7 cans of Spam.
Oh, boy.
Okay. 4 dozen Slim Jims.
Right.
And about 6 bags of Funyuns.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
Bake
Now-
it $3.75, $3.50, about 6 to 8 hours, and serve.
Now, Donnie, you know 4 dozen Slim Jims is 48 Slim Jims, right?
Well, these are the minis, chick.
Oh, okay.
So that's your splurky.
These look like the Virginia Slim Jims.
Oh, okay.
Very silly, Donnie.
Well, the turkey comes out so moist, and then that Funyun stuffing ain't nothing to shake your stick at neither.
Oh.
I love Thanksgiving.
Sounds
You know,
good.
Thanksgiving is like not only eating, it's a good time to argue with your family in person and not just on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Because it used to be all us men be in the family room watching Scarface, and then all the women would be in the kitchen cooking.
Right.
But nowadays, you got the Republican side of your family hanging out in the garage while the Democrats are all huddled up by the mini barn. the mom's all left alone in the kitchen with that libertarian cousin who's transitioning from Mark back to Martha. Pretty God.
Oh, transitioning.
Oh, I see.
But I hope you're planning on making one of our Sparkies. If you do, and if you do, take the Spam out of the can.
Oh, yeah, that's helpful.
Oh,
I would think so.
Good to know.
Our hottest cousin Amber, she learned the hard way. When Spam cans end up bursting, she tried deep frying the bird, ruined Thanksgiving and her carport.
Oh, yeah.
Cartridge.
And you say she's your hottest cousin.
Yeah.
Hey, Judge, if you want, Josh, but that's why I take rubbers to the family reunion.
Okay.
The turkey actually still tasted good after the accident. I mean, what you could find of it. You had to eat it around the shrapnel.
Yeah, sure.
Like peel and eat shrimp a little bit. Oh, and you'll want to take the Slim Jims out of the wrappers, too.
Yes.
Good point.
My cousin Lonnie looked like that turtle with the stopped-up nose that ruined plastic straws for everybody. Pretty good. I'm going to go.
All right, see you. There you go. There you go.
That turtle. How dare he inhale those straws?
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check out this bad boy. See, I've got some Velcro here that I can put it right on my tap-out cap. Keep it right here on the side. Nobody would ever notice. They'll just think it's like a pacemaker or inhaler. Plus, I've got full coverage connected right here to my pager. So between these two things, I'm basically like a Navy SEAL or a coal miner. Except now my head's above water. Check this out. Hey, Chloe, I'm Donnie Baker with the Bob and Tom Show. I'm one of the sound guys. I need to put one of these lavender microphones on you just to make sure we can. You should run this anywhere you want to. I'm a big fan of 24. Hey, is Martin Sheen's son really full-blooded Cherokee, or is that just a rumor or bourbon legend? Is that? Here, maybe we should go this end first.
Hey,
yeah, it's a lavender microphone. It's just
what the hell are you doing?
I'm putting a lavender. Oh,
you've got a restraining order. You're not even supposed to be.
That's a different permit. That's a different. I'll be right back in a second. That's a different.
He doesn't work.
I was that close.
Get.
Well, thank you, Gunner.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. All here enjoying ourselves. Jeff Oskey in for Chick today.
That's right.
Willie Griswold joins the rest of us silly Nonsense heads.
Hey, dude.
You like nonsense heads?
I liked the space between the words. I liked everything about it.
I like the struggle, watching you going, I can see in your eyes, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yes. It's some of the most fun I have.
This may end well.
I like digging a hole and digging it deeper.
We have a comedian. Chris Higgins right there. We have, let's see. Oh, there's Jeff Oskey. There's Ace. Through the glass, it's Pat Godwin. Your guitar still working, Pat?
I think so.
I haven't heard from you in a while. I
haven't touched it.
Okay, we need to get a song out of
Whenever
you.
you want.
This is Tom speaking. Let's see. We got Willie G in there. Josh Arnold's over there. Christy's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Chris Higgins is on the road with Willie. Yep. Cincinnati's Bombs Away Comedy Club tonight, and then the Attic in Columbus, Ohio. That Attic on Saturday evening, the Laugh Factory Chicago on Sunday.
You had to do it.
I did not, I clarified it. I did not, it's eminently clear to even the most June listener. We have Christy over there with, do you have your Halloween update? This is kind of interesting.
Halloween fanatics are decorating earlier than ever before, partially thanks to the pandemic and Home Depot's 12-foot skeleton.
I love these.
They are so popular. The retailer had initially wrestled with launching the decoration in 2020, but that gamble paid off big, and the skeleton, dubbed Skelly by fans, has gone viral. Lance Allen, senior merchant of decorative holiday at Home Depot, noted, "Holiday! Celebrate! We've really seen a shift in the market where now people are decorating for Halloween, how we've seen with Christmas historically, planning out decorations 5 to 6 weeks, 2 months ahead of time."
It's kind of a measure of how good of a neighborhood you're in now, too.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Those things are pricey.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy that has like 8 of them in his front yard. I drove by the other day.
8?
And they're like in positions. It's really cool.
Does he have kids? Is he just...
He's just a great guy, obviously. He wants people to stop by.
Just spreading Halloween spirit.
He's trying to lure children to his house.
Creepy.
This isn't that new. My neighbor, Crazy Carl, has
Crazy Carl.
He's had a skeleton on his porch for years.
Yeah?
It's about 5'8".
Yeah.
And
It's very realistic.
smells.
Yeah.
It's getting darker each year.
Yeah.
The clothes are hanging off of him now.
Soon it'll be bleached. You know?
How do you feel about so-called trunk or treating?
Oh, I love that.
That's great.
What?
Yeah,
No, you go door to door in your neighborhood.
A lot of times the trunk or treat is not on Halloween. It's another special
Yeah,
event.
well, there's that.
Well, and there's a lot of kids who live in neighborhoods where they're the only young kids in the neighborhood. And everyone's in their 70s, so they don't hand out candy
That's
anymore.
why you go to somebody else's neighborhood like his where they pass
Or you
out
go to your church and do a trunk or treat.
It's wonderful.
My favorite on the trunk or treat now is the Tesla owners have it in the front. Like, oh, look, I don't have an engine in here. I have candy. It's like, okay, where are the full-size candy bars, you cheap ass? Like, you can afford a Tesla, but you can't afford a full-size Milky Way.
So everyone who drives a Tesla now, they're going to have to get by the full-size candy bars.
Full-size candy
so you've done a
bars.
public service in a way.
Oh, I saw a Tesla the other day, and I wanted to break his windshield with a rock. You guys know how the Tesla honk can be like a fart sound?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Are you kidding me? I'm getting a Tesla tomorrow.
So here's the thing. Normally I would like that, but I was at my favorite gas station with the good food. I was at my gas station that I like, and this Tesla guy was testing out all the different horns and just playing different fart sounds.
He sounds hilarious.
No, and I was doing my favorite thing. I was eating outside at the gas station that I like to go to, and he just kept playing with it, and it drove me nuts. I felt like an old man. You're like, quit goofing around over there.
Why you stop it with the farts in your car?
It made me so I'm trying to eat my ham sandwich.
I had a similar thing happen to me. I'm lying in my bed by myself.
No. Stay yourself for
Someone drove their Tesla into your bed.
No, I admit it. It's my little 1%er life. So I got the new iPhone, right? The whatever this is called.
The new iPhone.
And
you love having new things and pretending not to know what it's called. It's like your favorite thing.
iPhone 16.
Thank you very much. But the point of the story is I had to set the alarm.
Yeah.
And when I set the alarm, I did the test, and it wasn't the alarm sound I'm used to.
Right.
So I had to go through all of them, searching for my old alarm sound, and I couldn't find it.
Did you never found it?
No.
There are 2 classifications of alarm sounds.
Yep.
You have
What?
to go to classic. Yeah.
So they're testing the most annoying noises.
Having the same alarm sound is kind of important, don't you think?
I think so because, I like that.
Plus, by the way, if you do get a new phone, then you realize you have to remember every password you've ever had in your life.
Yes, you do.
So I'm still not back up to speed.
It can go phone to phone. Just use the password app in your phone. It's very easy.
I really hate hearing that alarm sound like someone else will have an alarm and you're like, I'm already up.
I know. Yeah.
Turn that off right now.
It really does like punch you in the chest.
Yeah,
It's an awful feeling.
Yeah.
I have alarm set at 4, 402, 405. And I have a different tone for each one so that it doesn't, well, I'm deaf in one ear, so if I sleep with my good ear down, like there are certain sounds I can't hear.
Does your woman sleep in the same bed as you do?
Sometimes.
I was going to say I would
Not this week.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So sorry.
She's on her period and it's gross.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Every one of my girlfriends, I've always, you're gross. Yeah. Sleep in the garage.
I let her go to the couch.
Speaking of Halloween, Matthew Lillard will host a new baking competition.
I like that guy.
Where the cakes might ooze fake blood when you cut them. Bakers will work with special effects artists in a competition to create cakes that are disturbing and disgusting.
And I believe Danielle Harris, a wonderful genre actress, is in that as well.
Oh,
That's
really?
cool.
Yeah, it's called Killer Cakes. Winner will get $20,000, and it premieres October 8th on Prime Video, just in time for Halloween.
Oh, so it'll be like, hey, is this red velvet or is it a dead velvet cake?
Anything can be cake these days. I've actually been cake the whole time.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Cream cheese frosting.
What's that guy's name? What's that guy's name? Mikey or something?
Mikey Day.
Yeah.
Mikey Day, yeah.
Great on SNL. That show,
God.
actually, I had to watch it with a girl, and I was like, oh, I'm going to hate this. It's a pretty good time.
It's pretty interesting.
Isn't it just called like Cake or Not?
I think it's called Is It Cake?
Is It
Cake?
Yeah.
And they'll have a cake that looks, for example, just like this computer monitor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is it a cake?
Right.
And it's impossible.
And the first few episodes are fun because these are the best bakers, but like there's like 3 or 4 guys that are just regular dudes that are trying as hard as they can. And I'm like, oh, look at this Nike shoe. It's perfect. And then it'll go to the other guys like, which one is it? And one looks like a lump. There's like half a swoop on it.
I filmed a pilot that did not get picked up. It was,
really?
It was called Cake or Puppy. I don't know why it didn't sell.
The unveiling was disturbing.
Some of those cakes oozed real blood.
Very
Sorry.
we were going to do it here.
Oh, we were?
Yeah, we were going to do. Yeah, but it turns out that the one for Pat Godwin was just from Kroger's, and he got all mad.
I did get mad. Oh, what a year that was.
Yeah,
That was so funny, Chris. Tom is great at gifting these elaborate cakes, these expensive elaborate cakes. But for whatever reason, the day it was Pat Godwin's birthday,
They forgot.
he got a store-bought grocery store sheet cake.
Oh, it was good. It's Pat's name on it.
It was delicious.
We've done some really elaborate cakes. We had one. Josh didn't know that I knew where he'd purchased a home. And I had a cake made up. Amy made a cake that looked just like Josh's house.
Yeah.
That was wild.
That was pretty cool.
Stalker cake.
Didn't we have one for? Didn't we do a guitar for you?
Yeah,
and
that's great.
And a big record. And then,
I had a carrot cake that looked like a gigantic carrot.
Oh, yeah.
That was delicious.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then so it's kind of a tradition. It's kind of faded away. Lately.
Well, that's because you got Amy working so hard. She can't do a cake anymore.
There may have been a strike cake. It looked like a placard. That was.
She walks in and just whips raw batter at her.
That was Pat's cake.
Was it the one that was the straw that broke the camel's
It was
back?
mine. It was the chantilly cake.
A chantilly cake.
Yeah, Ace had it too. They're really hard to make.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Amy. Now, we're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break?
Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Joining us in the Napa Auto Parts Studios in the special annex to my right and behind Josh. Scoot over there, Josh. Yes.
This is the new,
they're here.
This is the new
I know.
lighter thing.
Yeah,
So
doing your phone, yes. We have Donnie Baker along with the Pork Pistols.
Hey, boys.
Donnie Baker on tour right now. Donnie, entrepreneur. Donnie, famous for his koozies and other semi-legal merchandise.
Paraphernalia.
Donnie, I like your wolf T-shirt with the wolf wearing a nice Santa cap.
Yep, it's Santa Wolf. I still got my boat for sale too, Tom, if you can mention that.
Okay, now, do you know that Morgan Freeman's selling his boat, so you're up against me.
Yeah, I appreciate him boat blocking me like everybody else.
He's boat blocking?
I've got another now, a neighbor, 4 lots down, selling his boat, 500 less than my boat.
Uh-oh.
And he don't even have an outboard motor on his. Mine's got an Evinrude's, if you can mention that when you plug it. He don't even have an outboard. He's got an inbred motor, which runs good, but his sister has to start it. So how can I compete with that? You know, I'm on Craigslist. He's got a whole budget to advertise on Ancestry.com. So, of course, he's got
that sounds great. I'm surprised you have an Evinrude. I thought you'd be more of a Johnson guy.
Nope, got an Evinrude. Stick the governor off it, though. It's a beast on water.
So I'm sorry that you're getting yacht blocked, but we need to get to the band here. Once again, can you introduce the fellas in the band?
Yeah, on bass, I got Todd Boner. And then on lead guitar, my best friend ever, Scotty Winkler. And on drums, we got Dusty Privet. So this is our band. We're the Pork Pistols. We started off as Dirt Nickel years ago, and then Boner quit, and we came Mucus Plug, and then that didn't last, and Scotty got on the pills, and then we was Turtles with the D. See, we're done with Christian rock. What we're doing here is so much different.
Well, now, Donnie, I know we have time for a couple more tunes here. Is this your new original one? What are we playing?
This is a new original tape I wrote. It sort of ties into Thanksgiving. Because, you know, this is really the only time of year to start mixing stuff in your meals. Nobody really sits down with 4 or 5 side dishes when they go out, you know, to, you know, wherever they're eating. This is like home-style stuff like the Pilgrims did. But it can sometimes shock your system. And that's what this tape's about, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. And I'll start this one, Dusty. This sounds like my boat when I start my boat. Okay? And we do this one because Motley Crue pissed out and quit, so somebody's got to sing our tapes good. Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur?
Triple A.
A.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. When I speak, you're all shut your traps. There's Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Josh.
There's Willie Griswold.
I told Chris, rule number 1, when Josh talks, keep it shut.
That's right, comedian Chris Higgins.
Hello.
Silent.
So sorry.
There's Jeff Hoskey at the Dude Wife Sports Desk. Very good, Jeff. There's Ace Cosby. Also learned. I'm Josh Arnold. That's right. My own rule applies to me, too. There's Tom.
Josh, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, my
I was just thinking about something here. Rarely do I do that. I mean. We had a news story earlier in the week about a darts competition. Very serious business. And historically, apparently, there's a thing in darts in which one of the participants will have excessive flatulation, if you will. And they were accused of doing that deliberately to throw off their opponent.
Is it the sound or the smell? Do they wait like golf and then fart right as the guy's getting ready to throw?
The one guy was accused of actually sonically disturbing him when he would, throw the wrist back. Then another guy was accused of stinking up the room, if you will. But then I got thinking about the concept of the SBD, the silent but deadly.
Oh, yeah.
And is there anywhere a radio station like KSBD or WSBD or a TV station, and they just gave them the call letters and didn't realize?
Oh, probably.
I can look that up, but can you imagine? Tonight on the news, silent but deadly news.
Art's already on that for you, I guarantee it.
Good. Thank you, Art. We have a guest in the studio. He's big. He's hairy. He is the comedian Chris Higgins.
He's not Bigfoot.
I do look like I sell ketamine at lumber yards. That's okay.
I mean, you look like you're, a lineman in the NFL. You're a big guy, 6'4".
Yep.
What do you weigh? About
270.
Okay, there you go.
269 is what I like to say.
Oh.
Yeah, more fun that way.
That got a chuckle, does it?
Yeah. Not here, but other places. Not out of you, Tom.
No. The level of maturity on this side of the room.
Gets a laugh. Does that? People enjoy that, you'd say?
And are people laughing at that joke, are they?
So,
kind of a Chris Stapleton look. The beard.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's very, very fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. And we established the fact that you live in a state with the legal marijuana.
Yes.
The legal cannabis.
Yep.
What do you like to call it? Weed, reefer, dope? What is your
Kush.
Kush?
Yeah. I suppose I like saying that one.
Is that a type of weed, or is that just all of it?
Yeah,
is
it's a type of weed, and it's a region in the Indian subcontinent as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't expect to learn from a stoner, did you?
The Kush.
Yeah.
So is it all Kush or just the stuff from this region of India?
You know, when it's good, it's called Kush, but it's still, you know, it's
What is
still,
bad weed still skunk weed?
Yeah, swag
or mid.
Yeah, mid. Yeah.
Hang on a second. Well, how'd you know that, Oskar?
Because I lived next to a guy in my double who smoked weed all the time, and he'd be like, "Hey, it's not loud. I just got some mid."
Yeah, loud was good weed.
Yeah.
Why mid?
Middies, mid-grade.
Yeah, it's not as good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am learning.
It's all a crime here, though.
Well, it depends what state you're in. Yes, it's not. What is it? 38 states or something have the legal.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, man, before they legalized it, I will admit to you guys now, I was committing a lot of crime. Like every morning, I would say. Like usually awake in crime. Yeah, rise in crime, if you will. You know, usually was committing crime every 2 hours. Yeah. Here I am for sure. You know, after this, I'll roll up a crime, probably do the crime, and then forget it, and then I'll roll up another crime. I'm planning on a crime spree later today.
Is it a crime to walk down the streets and smoke where you live?
If it is, I'm committing crime.
Okay.
Wow.
Even if it.
Now, do you carry it in
jaywalking?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, wow.
You know what, you guys? I'm just gonna see myself out.
Incredible.
Fun seeing you guys again.
Do you carry it loose in a baggie?
Yeah, a baggie or some pre-rolls, you know.
The pre-rolls, these are is joint still the term?
Yeah. Joints, yeah.
Do you know the origin of that?
No.
I don't either.
I thought you were going to school us.
Seems odd.
I would love to know.
It doesn't look like an elbow.
Yeah.
Or a knee.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
Cigarette for left-handed people, as my mom would say.
Oh, a left-handed cigarette?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce.
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
So they sell pre-rolls at the stores there?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's great. It just feels good that it's legal. I feel like I'm in society now. You know, because before I was like over in the corner, like a stoned little Smeagol, like in a loincloth and unwashed. People were like, just stop smoking weed and you can join us, Chris. And I was just like, no. I'm just going to be over here smoking the precious. Y'all take care now. Have a blessed weekend. And then they legalized weed, and I was like, I might even pay taxes this year.
Yeah.
It's a write-off.
Take a puff out of crime.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Wow, this is fascinating.
Yeah, it feels good.
So you can buy it pre-rolled.
Yeah, little packs.
Is it like cigarettes? Do they have?
Yeah.
Do they have verbiage on them? Written anything?
They have, like the little ones are called dog walkers. Mm-hmm.
What?
It's the length of a dog walk, I suppose.
I thought.
As you walk your dog.
I see.
It's how long it takes to finish the little.
Are there
guy.
filters on them?
Yeah, well, not like a filter. It's more just like a rolled up piece of paper, so that you don't have
burn your hands.
Yeah, and you don't have like wet.
You don't have the so-called roach.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is the roach a thing of the past?
The roach is gone, extinct.
Wow, that's kind of sad.
So therefore, roach clips.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the famed hemostat?
God, if people had a hemostat, you knew they were cool.
What was that?
The hemostat looks like
that's our surgical tool.
Sure.
Looks like a pair of scissors.
Out of your fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like a pair of scissors with
But it clips.
Yeah, they're almost like
closed.
plier scissors.
Yeah.
That was a sure sign, by the way.
I saw a guy with that at a music festival one time. And I was like, what are we doing, dude? For those last two little hits, you really need to carry a device around to smoke it. You nerd. Why do we have all this material?
I like it.
Well,
I'm going to go against Willie here.
In stoners fights, it gets pretty mellow, actually.
Pretty mellow.
I like it, too, because somebody was in an operating theater and went, hey, you know that thing you use to close off arteries? Yeah. I could smoke the rest of my joint with that.
Two surgeons were like, you should sneak that out, man.
And then one of the doctors said, that's fine, just don't touch the cocaine. So you mentioned that you have more than one bong.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned that you like to draw wizards.
Yep.
So are your bongs themed? Do you have like a bill bong?
No, not really. A couple of them look like mushrooms.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, just normal. People sent me those though. That's kind of one of the things about being a stoner who talks about it is weed companies will go, can I send you a bong? And
stoners and weed they are generous.
Yeah. They very much are.
People find out you smoke weed, they want to give you a bunch of weed.
Yeah, and I drew a wizard.
Oh yeah, Showtime.
Yeah, while we were.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It looks like if Clutch Cargo was a wizard.
That kind of looks like Santa Claus is a wizard.
Yeah, or
in a way, Santa Claus is a wizard.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He's
That's
magical.
great. Though. That's a nice drawing.
Thank you.
I'm surprised. So why don't you make that into a sculpture and have it a bong?
I'm down. Where would I smoke out of it? His head?
Out of
or-
his hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with the top.
Yeah, go with the top. Smoke out of his mouth.
Yeah.
You want to suck on this wizard?
Anyone want to kiss my wizard later?
I got a day with Gandalf after this. I'll see you fellas later.
That could be extraordinarily awkward. Okay,
Although, from what I understand, Dumbledore would be all for it.
But not J.K. Rowling.
That's the voice of Chris Higgins, a distinguished comedian. He'll be at Bombs Away in Cincinnati tonight with Willie G and the Attic in Columbus on Saturday night. Laugh
Very
Factory,
important, by the way. If you guys know where to get food in Columbus, please let me or Chris know at Willie.Griswold or at MyBudChris. We got to figure out where to get the pizza with the cold toppings. I've heard all
Columbus,
about it.
Ohio, right? What are you looking for?
There's pizza, and they bake the pizza with the sauce on it, and then they put the toppings on cold after. I want to experience it. It sounds kind of like a Lunchable when you're a kid for me.
Yeah.
I'm very into this idea.
So it's got hot and cold together?
Yeah, so it's like a tomato pie, and then they put on the shredded cheese and toppings on after. I'm very interested.
What? It's called Papa Murphy's, but you're supposed to take it home. Right.
And bake it, yeah.
I can make one for you.
You're supposed to cook those?
Yeah. We could just set a DiGiorno on the counter for a while.
Wouldn't it be? Do you think there's a Yelp review out there of going, I went to Papa Murphy's and it was like raw. It was half cooked.
Sadly, yes, is the answer. Right now, quiz time. The percentage of Americans over 50 who worry about having enough money when they retire. Who wants to guess?
I do.
What is it?
No, I don't want to guess. I worry.
That's true. Yeah, more than 60. More than 60. You're in good company. More than 60% of Americans worry about having enough money when they retire. The old days of the gold watch and the pension over for almost everybody. This is where you got to take care of yourself. You got to look ahead. You got to plan, and that's why an annuity might be just the thing that you need. And the experts on annuities, of course, Silac Insurance. They're known all over the place for this, and they can probably help you out. Find out what's going on, so when you retire, you can get payments on a regular basis from your annuity. A Silac annuity plan can put money in your mailbox when you retire. Find out how it works. Restrictions apply. See what those are. See if you qualify. Just go to SilacINS.com to get a little peace of mind. By the way, you can just go to BobandTom.com. There's a direct link to Silac, including a nice little visual presentation by one Chick McGee, looking extraordinarily handsome. You're going to want to check that out. Once again, it's SILAC, Silac, INS.com or BobandTom.com to find out about an annuity. This might be just the thing for you. Have a little bit of peace of mind in the future. Silac Insurance Company. Thank you very much. And Christy Lee, of course, remains at the Silac news desk. Miraculously, she hasn't just stormed out of here after the things that Josh said to her earlier in the show.
Take a compliment, lady.
Between my breasts, Josh.
I missed something.
Remember that was between. Never mind.
No,
it was early this morning.
Okay. Nice callback. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Living years a hard leg, working for Randy. trade. Ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on skate tape, pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. Ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. No, dick bastards took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. No, I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know. There'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for a minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage. No!
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee over there at the Silac News Desk.
Hi, Josh.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Josh.
Willie Griswold enjoying a soda pop.
Oh, yeah, that is a Cherry Coke Zero, the finest diet soda.
Really?
That's one of the diet sodas of kings, I would say. You're a king.
Is this true that the Zero is just diet, but they call it Zero because men won't drink diet drinks?
It's
I don't know. They taste different.
They taste different. There's a different formula.
Somebody the other day told me that it's the same thing, only they just changed it because they found out men will not drink diet, and so they changed.
Interesting theory.
I don't know if that's true or not.
You can tell the difference between Diet Coke and Coke Zero, I think. I think, but...
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
That makes sense. I could see that.
And we have a comedian.
Where?
Where?
Oh, the big guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's only 4 comedians.
Oh, me.
Yeah, I was going to say. 1, 2, 3.
5.
Oh, well, he's not in here. He's...
Pat. I think it's time for a song.
Yeah, we haven't heard a song in a long time.
What are you into in there, Pat? You got your guitar, you got your keyboard.
It's from my new series called Songs That Get Me in Trouble.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, this must be about your girlfriend.
Gal named Paula, stuck in a car, girlfriends. Yeah, this is in that new series.
Okay. Give me a strum. I want to see if we got you dialed in here. Okay, good.
We were talking about phones before. It's got a little modern romance twist on phones here. I miss the days of no mobile phones, for those precious times when you want to be alone. If your girlfriend was mad and you needed some space, you took a drive without a phone and no one's in your face. I said, we'll talk a little later. I gotta take a nap, but she's messaging me now and she's texting in all caps. All caps! All caps! Gone are the emoji, she's texting in all caps. I can delete the text, but I dare not block. I gotta ride out the storm when her caps are on lock. Could be hours, could be days with an Irish temper fueled by Chardonnay. I'm trying to sleep. Here comes more crap. Oh, you know she's mad because she's texting in all caps. All caps! All caps! I see the bubbles, I'm in trouble. She's texting in all caps. All caps! Nothing but caps! She's pissed off, I get it. You're texting in all caps. All caps!
Bravo.
Thank you.
Pat, by the way, Pat, you might want to check your phone. I think there's some bubbles popping up on all caps. I bet it. That is profoundly true.
Yeah.
That is so nice. Very good,
So
Pat.
do
Thank
you
you.
text in all caps when you're mad?
Yeah. That's what all caps means.
It does?
I do it when I'm excited.
Yeah, or when I
How did I
highlight
not
a word.
think of that?
Huh.
I do.
Don't text when you're angry.
No. You don't want a written transcript
Yeah.
of that.
Whenever I'm angry, I just have a few drinks and call the person. Be direct.
Send them an email. Formal anger is better than.
I go out and chop wood.
Yeah? What kind of would you like to chop?
Trees.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
I have a cabinet made out of that.
A good segue.
Officials in Denmark have been using dynamite to trim tree branches.
Really?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's awesome.
Reuters reports a tree at a popular deer park in Kloppenborg had been damaged and its heavy branches were at risk of crashing onto visitors. Rather than remove the branches with a chainsaw, workers drilled holes and placed explosives into the tree before detonating it.
Who's the cool guy that said, Mr. Johnson, instead of getting the chainsaws, let's blow him up?
It's ridiculous.
Probably Jimmy Walker.
Dynamite should only be used for 3 things: battle, quarries, and fishing.
Oh, Josh. Jess Aagaard, a biologist for the Danish Nature Agency, explained that the cut left by the charges looked more natural than one made with a chainsaw and would encourage various species in the park to make use of the tree. That's interesting.
Jeff, you may actually, I feel like you would know this most. Stumps and rotten trees and stuff, aren't they really good for the animal life and environment?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What kind of snotty squirrel is looking at ooh, that was cut with a chainsaw? Ew, I'm not moving into that tree. Disgusting. I only moved to exploded trees.
Dynamite, yeah.
Amazing.
You ever handled dynamite?
No. Well, you have?
Would love to,
No,
wouldn't you?
I never. I don't think I've never seen it in person.
Your dad's a pyro guy, isn't he?
Yeah, but
Willie.
But he's very safe about it. He would, put on the safety goggles and then take a lighter and some Pam and do the.
Get that fuse. No, that's an. I don't. Is dynamite marked? Does it say dynamite on it?
TNT?
Like a cartoon?
Right.
Well, you ever notice that thing at the airport where they have the old-fashioned bomb thing? Looks like Boris Badenov.
Doesn't dynamite get very volatile after a while? Like if you find like a 50-year-old case of dynamite, they're like, do not touch that.
Can you
Well,
go
we all
and
learned
just-
in the TV show Lost that dynamite sweats. Josh.
Yes,
you have to be
okay,
very
yeah.
careful handling it.
Can you just go buy dynamite? Like, can I go to a store and just pick up a stick?
I mean, I'm sure if you're some kind of construction site manager or...
I don't know.
I don't know if you have to sign for. I don't know. That's out of my sphere of.
Or if you're a villain that's got a girl, tied up on some train tracks.
Yeah.
Sure. You can probably get a little bit of dynamite going on.
Josh, did you have this when we were kids? We had these firecrackers. They were called M80s.
Yeah,
and
sure.
people said if you take 4 of those and you put them together and light them, that's a stick of dynamite.
Right. There was always that measurement.
Yeah, it was 4 of these equal 1 stick.
I think that's universal.
Really?
Yeah, that was in the SATs.
Oh, what's
Yeah, how many cups make a quart? How many M80s make a stick of dynamite? And we had the story. Was it this week about the cat? I think it was somewhere in Ohio. Someone's cat.
Yeah, dug up a grenade or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had to call the hazmat,
Bomb squad.
whoever it was, bomb squad to come in because the little kitty playing with that ring.
Yeah.
Cats bring back like animals and stuff like that. It's like, I brought you a grenade. I pulled the pin. Run.
Wow. Now, we have more biology news over there?
Yes, scientists have found that tree frog tadpoles adapted in a unique way to prevent contaminating their water supply. According to a new study, the Effinger's tree frog does not defecate during their early developmental stages. They hold it a long time. Other species excrete toxic ammonia in their feces into large water bodies, where it's diluted and rendered harmless. But the Effinger's tree frogs live in limited water spaces, so to avoid contaminating their water, they avoid pooping.
They just don't poop.
They don't poop.
Isn't that amazing?
They instead store waste in their intestines, accumulating high concentrations of ammonia within their bodies until they transition to subadults and can safely defecate outside their spawning site.
Can you imagine if you could develop a dog that would do that?
Oh, man.
I mean, come on. There's like the poopless dog.
Yeah.
Be huge.
They would sell.
Or just goes once a week.
Yeah, the pooper doodle.
Go on a vacation with a girl you just started dating. She won't poop. They just never do. They'll go 4 days without it. It's crazy how they do it.
They wait until they're in the ocean.
Do you want to weigh in on that, Christy? I think Willie may have a point there.
I think that we find a different place to go so you don't know about it.
Like the ocean.
Not the ocean. Like a hotel lobby bathroom or a restaurant bathroom. Or
You can't do the ocean. The wrong wave comes in. It can be very embarrassing.
Yes.
Oh, look at that! Look at that corn-laden boat of a turd.
I'll pee in the ocean, but I'm not going to poop in it.
Corn-laden boat.
Of a turd. That's poetry.
It's poetry. This is the only world where you're not working for the White House or doing incredibly just filthy poetry.
Snapping.
That is a fair question.
That is my body shuts down.
How far into a relationship does one?
I never have, and I'm 3 years in.
Wait. What do you mean?
If I've been in a hotel room, I go somewhere else.
Oh, you guys are married.
So?
He's not going to get a divorce because you took a dump in the hotel room.
He has his own bathroom.
It depends where you do it. Now, if you do it, if you do it on that microwave,
yeah, that might be. You fill his shoes.
We got his and hers sinks for a reason. Okay, I can do whatever I want on this.
No, I never want to be. No,
we don't share a bathroom. We don't.
That's fine.
But I'm the guy. I will go down to the convention area of the hotel.
Yes,
because
exactly.
they usually have the bathroom that they should have in a stadium at those places.
Mm-hmm.
There's never anybody in except some other boyfriend or husband who's. I know she's upstairs. Go for it, pal.
I'm not doing it. I'm not living a life where I can't open door dump.
No.
Open door.
Yes, that's right.
That New Orleans experience changed you.
We will learn to love it.
Now you need the door open.
She'll learn to love it or hit the road. A lot of women out there.
Now, conversely,
There's like 3.5 billion, I'm pretty sure.
so conversely, do you want to, at your home and you come around the corner and there's one of these ladies having a full release.
I insist on it.
No, it's you go, oh no, this is a little embarrassing, but it's whatever. I'll see you later. See you at dinner. It's fine. People go to the bathroom.
Yeah. People fart.
Yeah, that's another one. Do you fart in front of your...
Of course.
Yeah.
And I want her to be comfortable enough to do it in front of me.
Nope.
Yeah.
Do you ask her if you can light it?
I ask if she'll light it.
Just yesterday on Kelsey Cook, comedian, Chad Daniels' girlfriend, posted a thing that they're fairly in a new relationship, and she posted that Chad will not use the restroom in the hotel room without putting music on.
Right.
And she said whenever he takes a dump, he plays "We Are the Champions," and had a little preview through the door coming too. So
awesome.
That is an interesting choice.
Yeah, he plays. Yeah.
Hey, Chad's in there fighting till the end, okay? He's working.
It's a loud song.
Wow. I wonder does he play different tunes if there are other issues going on?
Or is it that Queen medley where it starts with "We Will Rock You" and then switch it?
Well, that's good to know.
Well, Pat, you're a sink turner on her.
Absolutely, yeah.
You'll have the water running.
So's Ace.
Very, very
Ace
deep.
turns the sink on just to pee.
No, I don't.
I do.
Did the last time we were in the bathroom?
I turned it on to heat it up.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. Whoa. What are you heating up?
What?
I go in.
I thought you meant your penis.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, need the water to heat it up. Just give it the old starting a fire with a stick thing. That's how you warm up
It takes a while to water to get warm, so I turn it on.
I got you.
So stupid. I'm sorry.
When I look back at my life and I'm like, when was my dad smiling the most? It'll be after making a joke about Ace's penis.
Boy, he loved Ace's penis.
He loved it. It was his favorite
Of course.
thing.
Yeah. Wow, that is so silly. I remember I was reading this book about Jackie Kennedy was in part of this book. She was famous for that. She would turn the water on and didn't want any of her bodily functions to be on.
Yeah.
I think there's something sweet about that. I think there's something nice that somebody wants to.
And Jackie wasn't paying the water bill.
Well,
my girl tried to give me that poo pourri spray.
I use that.
And I refused to do that.
Why?
Because come on, let's do this. Let's go.
No, Willie.
We're raw dogging life together. Let's do this.
You got to cover it.
You got to be honest. Look,
cover it
I'm sort of with you, Willie, but I am the courtesy flush really goes a long way.
Yeah.
That's right.
I cannot sell it enough.
Yeah, but it's spraying all that fecal material up on your butt.
No.
But it's my butt.
Wait a minute. Right now, how many T's are in the butt? But it's my butt.
I can't get mad because there's poop on my poop factor.
Oh, no, there's poop on my butt. That's not where that goes.
No, and I really don't believe that. I do not believe that when it hits the water and I flush, I'm getting a ton of it plume.
Well, haven't you seen that? Have you seen the videos of the plume that emerges?
I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Well, you could stand up and hover and shut the lid, flush, and then sit back down after.
That's crazy.
Now you're making.
Now you're smearing. Yeah.
No, you're not.
By the way, to answer your question from earlier, Michael, kind enough to write and say, it is illegal to manufacture, store, distribute, receive, or transport explosive materials without a federal explosives license or permit.
Good.
There you go.
I'm glad to hear
Project manager.
That makes me feel a little safe.
Yeah, me too.
Or you could just go buy 4 M80s at the fireworks.
And tape them together. That's what we
By the
want.
way, earlier I talked about a nightmare that I have, a recurring dream where I'm going to the bathroom, usually number 2, in a public place, and people are talking to me like it's sort of normal, but I feel odd. I'm getting emails. People have this dream, and they thought they were alone. And thank you for talking about this.
Huh.
And, you're welcome. I'm helping people.
You're a hero.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris Higgins.
I just like to see if there's an explanation from someone who understands this sort of thing, like a psychiatrist or.
This guy says he gets some. He's usually sitting on a toilet in the middle of a women's clothing store. Women everywhere, some of them saying hi, and that is a big component of my dreams as well. It's usually women I'm talking to, and I'm like, Why are they talking to me when I'm doing this?
When you wake up, do you have an erection?
If I haven't already completed.
He already told you about the nocturnal emissions.
No, seriously, I'd be very interested in if
There's a dream dictionary.
I'm sure.
Toilet and poop dreams. Let's see. I may have to.
That was a great movie, Poop Dreams. that one kid actually can dunk.
Yeah.
He farted his way to the basket.
That kid was amazing. I guess his NIL is huge.
A poignant documentary.
I mean a real psychiatrist analysis rather than some goofy dream book.
What do you mean? Dream apps?
Goofy dream. Oh, it's written by some
goofy dream book.
Yeah, it's written by.
Last night I was pooping.
It could be a symbol for stress relief and the release of inner tension in your life.
Okay.
I don't know how that.
Well, how would that be relieving tension? It makes you incredibly self-conscious and you're nervous and.
Apparently, he's not. He's talking to people and in his dream.
Do you enjoy being in the women's clothing section? If you're like walking through a Target, do you pass through that?
No, I always feel a little naughty when I do pass through it.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to get yelled at.
It's a crime.
Because you've just lifted panties and shoved them in your pants?
Yeah, like seriously.
Sir, put the bras back.
I just want to see how many I can ball up into my mouth.
Sir, this isn't the food court.
This is science, not perversion. The answer is 9, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, 13 if they're thongs.
You may feel uncomfortable about relieving your inner needs in public.
Interesting.
Which is why you do this
in dream form.
Letting things go in dream form in front of people.
I don't know. Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe
again, excuse me. Go ahead, Willie.
You could have a lot of Kohl's cash you forgot about, and you really want to go cash that in. It's reminding you, and you're not in your dreams.
Josh, is there specificity as to which store it is?
No, for me, it's not a store. For this gentleman, it's often a clothing store. For me, it is women are around, like at school or somewhere else. But I'm always like talking to, there's...
No, when the school you went to, did they have doors on the toilets?
In most of the bathrooms, there were a couple that didn't. Like in the boys' locker rooms for gym class, they did not have doors. So you would see... Guys, poor bastards who just couldn't hold it anymore. Yeah. Or the coach would just unabashedly.
Oh, yeah. Were you even capable of using that?
No, I never did. Ever. But the coach was, these were grown men who had been in Nam. Really all crap wherever.
I've pooped in a helmet and then put it on when I heard the rotors, I popped on the helmet.
When people ask me if I was in the S, I sure was.
Yeah. Charlie starts shooting. That poop helmet goes right on my head. Right now, I want to talk to you about my ears. And yours, too. I've got the Raycon earbuds. Pop those in my ears. Go for a nice walk with the dogs. Raycon earbuds are the best, and they're about half the price of the other ones. And they come in a bunch of colors now. If that matters to you, you can get the new blush violet, forest green, royal blue, and, of course, classic black Raycon earbuds. And they've got a new model out there. They just upgraded it. All kinds of cool stuff. You can pair 2 devices at once. They call it multi-point connectivity. I call it pairing 2 devices at once. Find out about the Raycon earbuds. Now, how do you pronounce this word? I can never get it right, Josh. Is it ergonomic or ergonomic?
Mm-hmm.
Ergo. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Ergo. Get yourself some great earbuds.
That's ergo.
Oh, that's ergo? See, this is so confusing. You got earbuds and ergonomic all in the same sentence. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. If you don't like them, send them back. You're going to love these things. We do get love letters about people that have switched to the Raycon earbuds. Like I said, if you're a dog walker, you want to maybe play your favorite jam. Did I get that right, Josh? Your favorite jam? You can get 15% off if you do this today. You go to buyraycon.com/Tom. And by the way, did I mention free shipping? I just did right there. That's right, 15% off, free shipping, and that's at buyraycon.com/Tom. So don't be an idiot. Get yourself some Raycon earbuds.
Don't be an idiot.
He's calling you the idiot.
Well, I just think, fool. I mean, that's sort of the subtext of this, that I'm just tired of just dancing around it. If you don't have Raycon earbuds, you're a moron. If you have those expensive white ones that keep falling out of your ears, get the Raycons. Grow up. Okay?
I like this.
Be smart, like me. me.
Yeah.
BuyRaycon.com/Tom. Coming back with a little history lesson for you. Let's get a little smarter. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
You're listening to World Champion Radio with Judah Friedlander, the world champion. Next caller, you're on.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. Is this Judah?
Yeah, I just said it's Judah, the world champion. What's up, Donnie?
Man, I'm a big fan of yours. I've read your book. I still got your posters. Hey, I just want basically your blessing or certification. You probably know, I've called you before, my progress in the martial arts, the fact remains, I'm ready to be a world champion. Now, I've had, 2 off-duty reserve cops say I've got the goods, but since I've been on probation, Judas, I've basically struggled getting certified, and I wanted basically your blessing. And you're not my official sensei, but the fact remains, I basically think
I've got to interrupt you first. Donnie, I've got to interrupt you for a second. I can tell you're already a little scared talking to me by the speed of your voice, okay? If you want to get better at karate, you're going to have to get better vocal tone, okay? The voice that you're using right now and the speed at which you're talking is telling me that you're scared.
Well, I understand that. That's because I
see you're stuttering now. You're stuttering now.
Verbs good. Listen, the fact remains, I can scissor kick a hornet's nest now and destroy the whole colony without hurting the queen. I mean,
well, that's good. I mean, my book taught you that, so that's good. I mean, you've obviously studied my book, and that's a good start.
And I know I'm basically. And you don't know this, and I've not told you this before, and I don't want your sympathy, and I'm not a cripple, but I have had Tommy John surgery on both knees, and
I'm sorry. I've actually never had surgery. I've never needed it, so I can't relate to your problem. No offense.
But no, I'm not offended. But see, I ain't lucky like you. Your name's Judah. You were born for this. If my name was Taekwondo Baker, I'd have the same luck. But you've kind of had a golden spoon in the martial arts. No offense, but Judah, Freelanders, duh. No wonder why you're so good at it. I mean, again, if I've studied switchblades. I've had to work my way up.
Yeah, well, see, that's one of your problems right there is you started your training using weapons. Okay, and if you want to be a really good fighter, you have to learn to fight without weapons. So I need you to get rid of all your weapons, all your switchblades, all your butter knives, okay, and start from the beginning. You got to use your body.
I'll take your advice, but see, this is hard. I mean, I've always been, you're talking.
Hey, I'm not saying it's easy. Becoming the world champ's not easy, Donnie. Okay.
I know, Jude. Well, listen, can I call you back when things get better?
Yeah, I hope things do get better for you. How many sit-ups are you going to do today?
You know what? I'm on break now. We're not supposed to do any calisthenics or nothing like that on break.
How many push-ups are you going to do today?
Made me drop my shorts and turn a cough to check me for asthma, and my test results came back short. Listen, I'll call you back when I'm off break.
All right, that sounds good. I actually have to do some push-ups and sit-ups at the same time right now. So keep training, okay?
You're the best, man. Keep rocking. Stay tough. I got to go.
You know it. Okay, Donnie. Okay, that was Donnie, everybody. We wish him well. He's trying. He's read my book. I think he needs to reread it.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Yep, this is where it happens, a Bob and Tom studio. Oh, perfect. Don't even look like they're busy.
Really good today.
Hey, guys, I got a question. Excuse me. Hey, What's happening?
What are you doing here? Donnie Baker.
Well,
Donnie, we're working here.
Yeah, well, I'm working too, because the fact remains, I ain't going to just keep calling into you guys without a pay raise. I need a pay raise, and I want a better parking spot.
Employee, you moron.
Okay, well, I'm not taking less than what I'm asking for. I swear to
getting anything.
Well, but I won't settle for that. I want to pay it.
We'll multiply that by 2.
I'll call FICA. Okay, if you're going to times it by...
Go right ahead. Will you just get out of here? You don't even work here.
Well, okay, how about some Bon Jovi tickets? Angel Skinner loves John Bon Jovi's.
Sure, you've got Bon Jovi tickets, absolutely. We'll get one for Angel.
Parking pass?
She'll get to go with Jay Baker to see the show.
Ah, okay. Those are great seats.
Tell her to bring extra pants.
I gotta go.
Oh, man.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired of doing the intros.
Well, good thing you're done.
Not as tired as we are of hearing you do them. No, Josh, we couldn't have done it without you. We wanted to do it without you. Let's see. Let's see. That's little Jeff Oskey sitting over there in the beautiful Dude Wipes sports desk area.
I'd watch a Saturday morning cartoon called Little Jeff Oskey. Yeah, this little kid with a big beard screaming at strangers.
Yeah. You don't know my life.
A real quick thing, I want to mention this. There's a special concert, a comedy show, I should say, coming up tomorrow night. It is the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show. It's at the Belterra Resort and Casino, and it's... you can get tickets at DonnieBaker.com, and it's in honor of the great Ron Sexton. And it's a special benefit project to help comedians struggling with addiction. And the comedians will include Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. And that's tomorrow night. Once again, tickets, DonnieBaker.com, in the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, not too far from Cincinnati. With us in the studio, we have comedian Chris Higgins. I forgot to ask you something, Chris.
Yeah.
For those of you that can't see you, once again, you are a large fellow, not corpulent, but muscular and big, like a football player, 6'4", 270. I think
you want to kiss him?
No. I'm curious. Big beard, big hair. Not big hair, but long hair.
Yeah.
And I know people think you have like a bouffant, which would be very weird, but hey, whatever you're into. But you're also an artist, that you're drawing these pictures of wizards and stuff, so that leads to the question, do you have any tattoos, and are they drawings of yours?
I have 3 tattoos. None I've drawn. 2 were pretty bad. Bad choices.
What are they of?
Like One's like a deer. No reason. Don't have any affinity.
A deer.
Deer. Yeah.
With horns or?
Yeah. It's a stag. And then the other is Gandalf's hat on my back.
Oh yeah, that's embarrassing.
How big? How big?
Not that big. Not all that big. Like
I'm not familiar with the Gandalf's
palm
hat. What exactly does that mean?
It's a wizard's hat. I would say less than sober for both of those tattoos. And then the one I got I like is a crow. It's a crow right here on my shoulder.
A crow.
Yeah.
Now I can't make fun of you because I have Gandalf's staff right above my ass.
Nice.
None shall pass. I just wanted to do a really nerdy joke.
I really loved that. I loved that so much.
Wow, that's great. I don't get it, but I'm sure it's very funny. Now, it's time for us to turn to the history portion of our show, I should say.
Yeah.
What day is today?
Today is September 27th.
Okay. What year is this?
2024.
Oh, so we're going to go back in time.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. This is interesting.
Going to go back.
1908. The first Model T left the plant in Detroit, Michigan. That's a long time ago. And, of course, the Model T's son.
We've come a long way.
Model T's son grew up to be Mr. T, famous martial artist. How about this one?
Artist?
Maybe
you don't even have anything. Do you think?
Have you ever watched the A-Team, Tom?
I've never watched that.
It lacks humor and facts.
Well, so will this next one.
Taekwondo T.
This is a. I'll do this in quiz form. The only one who would get this probably is Ace. In 1989, this actress stormed out of a courtroom while on trial for slapping a police officer.
Betty White.
I know. It was a Gabor sister, wasn't it?
Which one?
Ava.
No.
Eva.
Nope. Zsa. What a great name that is.
You don't get a lot of Zsa-Zhas.
Does anybody?
No, you don't.
I'm surprised that hasn't resurfaced. It's just weird enough
It's a
to be.
Hungarian name, correct?
I'm not sure if that's a nickname or if that's a real name.
It means boob boob.
Wasn't that a character in Star Wars?
Zsa Zsa?
Zsa Zsa Binks.
Chris,
That is right up. Right up Tom's alley.
I should have brought that up 2 hours ago.
Yeah, you're going to get invited back now. So that's good.
I wish I thought of
If you
that.
still made CDs, you'd be on.
It's a Zsa Zsa Gabor.
And
I'm going to slap the couple.
that's good.
That's good. Chris, if you did that 2 hours ago, you would have replaced me on the show.
And wasn't one of the Gabor sisters just a legendary hoe?
I thought it was.
Dad, why are you looking at me? What the hell are you doing?
Apparently,
No, I think he's
went
Talk about Mr. T again. Talk about him doing karate again.
And I think it might have been her.
Zsa Zsa. Yeah, one of them was very.
Yeah, she was
She had like nine
round hiller.
Yeah,
Sort of a famous slut, if you will.
Yeah.
She got around.
Went down on more people than the Titanic.
Hey.
Never mind.
Which one was in Green Acres?
The other one.
Okay, let's see. Samuel Adams, born on this date in 1722.
Good beer. He was brewing beer back then.
This is 1934, the birthday of Wilfred Brimley.
Ah, yes.
Did he die from diabetes like he did the commercials?
No, but he did pass away.
Okay. How about this one? Lastly, at the anniversary of the birthday of Marvin Lee Aday.
Who's that?
Marvin Lee.
Josh.
I don't remember, but I know I should know this.
He invented the bidet.
Right? Meatloaf.
Okay, yeah. His name was Robert Paulson.
A fine singer. And lastly, happy birthday, Gwyneth Paltrow. So I'm sure she's steaming her vajayjay today.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, guys. This is the Bob and Tom Show.